Alex Cole.
Is any relation to you?
God, he looks good.
I'll tell you what. I have good news for you.
What's that?
He looks more like Diana. He's still hopeful. It's talent, Diana's looks.
I hear you.
We don't need you.
I can still hear you, Luke. How about you, Ross?
CHL at the controls. Cool hand, Luke.
Welcome, Indian Hill fans and football fans all over ICRC territory. We're here tonight, Friday the 13th. It's going to be good luck for someone and bad luck for somebody else.
Elmer, we need the good luck, baby. We got to turn this thing around.
This is Elmer Cole reporting you from Tomahawk Stadium. I'm with Chip Hunter. Chip, say hi to the fans.
Hello, sports fans, and let's turn this thing around, Braves. We're 0-3 unexpectedly here, and Elmer, we got to get it together.
Well, we're here to bring you the fourth game in Indian Hill's rugged 2002 schedule. We haven't had a lot of luck in the first part of this season. We're 0-3 starting out the season. Deer Park comes into the game 1-2. We've lost tough heartbreakers to Edgewood, Norwood, and we got caught in a hurricane out there in Reading last weekend. It's time to turn it around. Our playoffs start right now. We got to win this game to achieve our goals for this year.
Absolutely.
Let's start right here at Tomahawk Stadium on a lovely evening in Indian Hill High School Stadium.
There's Zach Minturn to kick off a nice deep kick down to about the 10-yard line. Out to about the 20, and he's going to cross the 20, about the 30, 25-yard line. He's stopped right there. Andre Willis was in there. Who else we got in there?
That was number 20, Mark Price, taking that ball in just almost in the middle of the field.
Yep, Brandon Mulder was in there also, the man.
Brings it down. Alex Cole's one of the last ones off that pile. He got a little lick in there.
All right, here we go. Braves need to step it up tonight. They know it, we know it.
This first series will tell us, I think, if the Braves came to play today. Deer Park's got some beef there in the backfield. Big number 3 is the quarterback Rico
Ogilvy.
Ogilvy. Bobby Schmidt taking down the ball carrier after a short game.
It's about 3-4 yards right up the gut.
Number 23, George Evans, was the running back. That was a good middle linebacker play by Bobby Schmidt. Moved over, filled the hole, took down the running back after Evans after a short game.
Yep, good, very good.
This Deer Park team this year is tougher than they were last year. They're more disciplined, and they believe they can win this game.
The Braves are going to have a handful tonight. We got second about 7. Pitch coming around. Oh, John Parrott. Boy, John staying home on that one. Knocks it for about a 5-yard loss.
Well, Johnny Parent came back. He's been out for the better part of 2 games. He had a strained hamstring. He is one of the lightning rods on our team. He's the fastest man on the roster. He's reported to run a 4.340. And he really does.
Is that yards? That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, they've missed him the last couple weeks.
Well, they've missed him very badly on both sides of the football.
John's a senior leader on his team, and I'll tell you, he is really one they need to step to the plate. His void was tough to fill last couple weeks.
And he's the one that opens up the field for everyone else because he's so tough. He's so strong. He's so quick. I mean, he's the playmaker.
Third 13, went plenty of time, across the middle, and it's intercepted.
Oh, intercepted! Andre Willis!
Andre Willis brings it back to the 30-yard line. Good tip drill there, I'll tell you, that was nice. Ball floated a little bit, moved behind the receiver. Andre, opportunistic, there he is, picks it off. That's a big break.
Big break for the Braves. It really starts them off in great field position. One thing I didn't like on that play, the quarterback had a lot of time to throw the ball. We got to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Everybody's going to throw that like that. Let's give him all the time he needs.
It took him a long time to throw that interception.
Well, he had to wait for Andre to get open. All right, let's get this thing started right. Looks like the official a little slow getting the ball spotted here. Braves will have it 1st and 10 on the 31 of Deer Park.
Looks like Johnny Parent's going to go one way this week on defense, just to bring it back slowly.
Push that angle.
Yeah, Brandon Hammer is in there at the X position.
More of the up back. Give out to Ali Kinder on the right side. Ali puts his head down, bulls for about 4 yards.
I'll tell you, the fullback, David Moore, number 25, makes a very, very good lead block on that play. Ali took off to the outside after the block and picked up 4 yards on the play. Nice.
He is the Vic Cole of 2002. Lead blocker. He is the man.
Good blocker, and he's a good
runner. He is. He really is. All right, semi under center. We got 2nd and 6. Hammer in motion. Pitch out to Kendall around the left side. He cuts it back. He's got a little room. Oh, nice tackle. He's brought down by number 70. Number 70 is Chris Niekamp.
Niekamp got in behind he got in behind David Moore's lead block on that.
Yep.
Made a nice play on Ollie Kendall.
Right defensive tackle. Looked like Ollie had some yardage there. Nice play by Niekamp.
This brings up 3rd and long, Chip, and we've had problems with this play.
We have.
I mean, our offensive line has had trouble giving Zummy sufficient time to throw the ball. Zummy's, he's not the biggest kid out there. He's a pocket passer, and we need to give him a little protection so he can make a play.
There's a quick outlet pass to Kendall on the right side. Ollie puts his head down. He's going to be short. Gets a couple yards. Looks like he's down to about the 22 or 23, 24 yard line. He's going to be 3 yards short.
Big decision here whether we're going to go for a very long field goal.
The field goal team is not coming in. I don't see him. Nope, Zach's not in there. Zummy's in there. Oh, here it comes. Here comes Zach. They're going to try for a field goal here.
Try for a field goal. Try to get 3 on the board. Zach is more than capable of hitting this. It's about a
41-yarder.
Yeah, just more than 40 yards, but Zach has the leg. Needs a good snap and a good hold.
Need a block here. Ball down. Gets good leg into it. It's long enough. Oh, hits the upright, goes through. Yes.
Zach Minter.
41 yards.
What a weapon, fans. He got it through from 41 yards out, and Indian Hill capitalizes on the first big turnover.
3-0 Braves, and switch that ball inside the left upright. Nice kick with that.
Yeah, he got a lot of leg into that ball. He was hooking a little bit to the left side.
Yep. Hooked a little bit to the left, but simply hit a distance. Well, that's great. That's a break for the Braves. Give them the first here. Get some momentum build up. You got to give credit to the offensive line. I mean, he had to really take his time, let that ball get set for that long a field goal, and they blocked very well. No pressure. Zach will be kicking off here. We've got 8:32 left in the first quarter. Braves up 3-0. If it really gets bad tonight, we need a little extra help. We should just give them those garlic and pizzas. They breathe on them. Your bark will fall right over. Man, I'll tell you, woo! This is drug babies.
Some garlic and artichokes.
Yeah, that was. More garlic than artichokes. All right, here's Zach kicking off. It's a low liner down to about the 6-yard line. Cut around the left side, and he's going to take it down about the 24.
Oh, no!
They call a face mask on that. He did not have a face mask. His arm was underneath the chin, like me. That's, from here anyway, that's a poor call. Yep, they're calling a face mask. That's another 15. Put the ball out about the 39-yard line.
That's a break for the Wildcats up Deer Park, and certainly changes their field position on this kickoff. So I think they called it an inadvertent face mask, even though
Also just a 5.
we did have a good view of it from up in the booth here, and he didn't. No way he has.
Looked to me like he was underneath the chin.
We had a very good view of it here, but
And Elmer and I both wear glasses, so what do we know? All right, here we go. First attempt from the 30-yard line of Deer Park. Straight handoff up the middle. He's going to be stopped immediately. Oh, damn, we got Kendall in there.
George Evans on the...
Nick Simon was in there, 55, hitting first.
George Evans on the carry, got nowhere.
Nick stood him up, and Alec finished him off.
Dan Rutherford is the Deer Park quarterback, and he turned and handed it to number 23, George Evans. And Evans found the middle of the Indian Hill line impenetrable.
I think the middle of the Indian Hill line found him. All right, so we got 2nd and 10. No gain on the play.
Brandon Malden has stepped up big in the middle of that line.
Yep, that he has. He's playing in the middle right now. Here's a little inside handoff to that broken play, and he's going to get nowhere.
Oh,
probably stopped for a loss. Stood up. And I said, number 45 quarterback there, Rutherford, was just stood up. It looked like a broken play.
It looked like a broken play, and Sam Boardman just picked him up and bent him backwards and just stuck the play right there.
Yep, no gain. Lost about a half a yard.
So it brings up 3rd and 10 for Deer Park. 2 running plays. contest in the middle of the Indian Hill line.
His name is Barbara McFarland. Just bless us for their presence. Left us again. All right, here we go. Third long 10. Last time we had him in a situation, they threw the interception. Let's see if we get some pressure on Rutherford this time.
Let's see if we can get some pressure on him. I think that would be a big help to the Indian Hill Brave.
I agree. Man in motion right. Rutherford back, rolling to his right.
He's
also
finding some
time. I think he's going to run the ball. He is. Nice run. He does not make a good tackle out there by Kariakis. Slowed him down, and John Parent finished him off.
John Parent got him before he got to that first down marker.
He got about 7 yards, but that'll bring up a fourth and 4th and 3, it looks like.
He got outside kind of easy on us.
Yep.
We lost the contain there. It looked like one of the right receivers locked down on our defensive end and allowed him to get outside very, very easily.
He had all day. Thank goodness it was 10 yards. Who's our kicker here? I think it's Rutherford.
45, the quarterback is going to kick a line
drive kick. And he'd be tackled back about the 20-yard line. That's Cole Kuzma, I believe, tackled over the own 30-yard line.
Line drive kick.
Yeah,
tried to get some to the outside, but had nowhere to go. So.
Yeah, that was a bullet right to him.
He made a nice grab on that line drive kick. So, I mean, the first thing your job back there is to secure the ball, change the possession.
So switch here. The Braves now the ball 6:14 left in the first quarter. 3-0 Braves, and their second drive of the evening.
Pretty good field position for the Braves.
Sure do. Keep the ball moving here.
I'd like to see a pass on first down here, but we haven't done that in a while.
Gotta get two wides around the right side. That's Kendall off the left side. Ollie's gonna get. Looks like about a 3-yard game, but that flat came in the middle. It's usually a holding penalty. It is. That hurts. That's gonna take us all the way back to about the 22-yard line. I'm sorry, that's in front of net. That'll put you in pain. John Brown's coming in, number 20. Bring the play in.
10-yard penalty from the spot.
Oh, you're right. 10, 14. All right, Braves have first and 23. Let's see if we open up a little. Pitcher on the right side to Kendall. Looking for running room. Cuts it back. He's got some room. Oh, nice tackle. I'll say Ollie gets about 10 yards on that play. And number 22, Jay Lampy, saved a big gainer for him.
He had some good blocking at the point of attack on that sweep. And Ollie Kendall found a hole and got back all of the penalty yards and then some. So.
Yep. He followed his blocking nicely there. Just sort of drifted out and waited for that hole. So we got second, 10 yards. Ball's on the 33. Haven't thrown the ball yet.
Our offensive line is firing out a lot better this year this game than they have been.
Here comes the blitz. Oh, it's a handoff from Cole Kuzma on the left side. He's got room. Blocker in front. He's got first down. He's yardage out to about the 45-yard line of Deer Park. Leslie ran some down to the backfield. Almost blew up.
You know, I'll tell you, Zummy did a great job of hiding the ball. He had a defender breathing down on him. As just as he got hit, he handed it off to Cole Kuzma. He hid the ball during the whole play. And Cole took off to the left side of the Indian Hill line and had nobody in front of him. So he picked up the first down.
We got real lucky there because the right halfback blitzed. 23 was Paul Meyer, and he just left that place vacant out there. So
23 is George Evans on our team. 900 is on our team.
Why have to flip the page? You didn't tell me that part. George Evans, that's what I meant.
Nice guy.
Hey. Oh, Ollie's up over the top, gets maybe a yard.
Nice guy, Paul Meyer.
Paul's a good guy.
He broadcast with us last year. He was on the field man.
I wasn't thinking.
I wonder how he got to Deer Park so quick.
Oh, I didn't tell him that he was transferring. we did a straight player deal. Straight player deal. What can I tell you? We did the player to be named later. Maybe I'll get this down for the 5th, 6th game.
Somebody better tell Malad and Nancy to change stools.
I know. Sorry, guys. All righty, second 9. Ball's about the 44. That might be a delay a game. Don't need that. It is delay a game on the Braves. That'll move it back, and we'll have second and 14.
It's another of these unforced errors that we just can't
ourselves in the foot.
Right. We can't afford to give up 5 yards by not getting the play.
Well, we don't have that big a play on offense. So
right.
Just can't afford to do that. All right, here we go. Second 14. Ball at the 49 of Deer Park.
I think Nick Yule's going to get a pass.
There it is. Somebody's at the pass. Down the long, down the side. Wide open. There's Nick Hewlin. He's in for the score. Wide open.
Can I call that Hunter?
That Elmer Cole knows.
I'll tell you. Nick Hewlin. Wide open. He didn't have any more than 10 yards of it. 15 yards of
He
it.
was just praying, don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. I mean,
Somebody
that ball,
stood back there.
Somebody's no dummy. He floated that
He
sucker.
just put
so-
it right on his fingertips and he went in untouched.
Boy, that was beautiful. There was nobody within 10 yards of him. Defensive back just froze. He ran right by him. Well, what we didn't tell you is Elmer is the man. He is calling the plays up here, and he knew that play was coming because he sent it in.
It's not only I do the color, I also call the play. So I'm the offensive coordinator, the color man.
You are the
All right?
bionic man. You are. That's because there aren't many natural parts left in you. Well, Zummy throws a nice pass to Hewlin. It's a 49-yard scoring strike. Zach Minturn gets the extra point, kicks it right through, and the Braves, with 4:22 left in the first quarter, have a 10-0 lead.
This is exactly what we need to ignite
Yep.
this team. I think this is the week that we can really break out. Good things happen to teams that work. And I think my son told me we had an outstanding week in practice this week. A lot of contact, a lot of spirit, and the boys really came out to play, and it shows.
Well, they want this game. You know they really do.
Our performance in the first 10 minutes, or first 8 minutes.
What we've got to do, and we've had a problem with this first 3 games, these mental lapses. We got to really cover these kickoffs. Just play heads-up football.
Zach Minturn doing a lot of kicking so far. This field goals, extra points, kickoffs.
23, George, I think his name's George Evans, isn't it 23?
George Evans.
Yeah, George is back there in the middle for the return here. It's a line drive. Evans gets it at about the 8-yard line, cutting around the left side, and he's got a little bit of room, get out to about the 26-yard line before he stopped there.
Sean Murphy got in on the tackle there. Sean's just a great junior player for the Braves. He can play a lot of positions. He's a good defensive back. He's a good wide receiver, and you can see he's a good special teams player by getting out there and cutting off just containing that outside.
Stay in your lane.
You can't let that kick returner get to the outside and get past our defenders there.
Well, remember, we've kicked off 3 times, and they've got about 20-yard run backs, but that's not bad in this league. If we can hold them to that, we'll be fine.
Yeah, 25-yard line is a good place for our defense to set up.
Rutherford under center. I formation, man in motion to the right. Handoff to the second man through on the right side. Got a little running room. He's got about 5 yards. Taken down by
Cole Cousineau, number 10, was on it.
Yep, Cole Cousineau and Andre Willis.
Cole is a very sure tackler. He's such a tough little kid. Great lacrosse player. Has been playing football since probably he's in about the 3rd grade. And Cole, I'm glad he's on my side.
He's a tough competitor. He really is. Loves to hit. So that'll be second. Looks like 4 yards. Ball's at about the 32.
Set our defensive line. Nick Simon, defensive end over here. Brandon Malden.
Number 48. Sam Werdeman, 74.
David Kiriakis out there on the linebacker. Looks like he's coming.
in the middle. Big pressure in the
quarterback.
quarterback.
There he is. He's in the grasp. Oh,
I'll tell you,
just
3 players. We had Cladakis, Molden, and Nick Simon in there putting great pressure on him.
That's what we need. We can see a little replay here. You can see David Kiriakis just like a shot
David
coming up
there.
to him.
Yeah, David, the first one to hit him back there. Almost had him in the grasp. He threw a little desperation out to 23, and man was right there to pick him up. Incomplete pass.
I was just keeping an eye on David before that play started, and he lined up just outside of Wardeman out there and just took up off the field, got through his line of blockers, and just was after the quarterback like a shot.
That's one of the best surges I've seen for us in defense this year, putting pressure on the quarterback.
We got three wide receivers out here.
Trips left. Here we go. Now we got our defenders. Rutherford back to pass. Got plenty of time. Now under a little bit of pressure, and it's thrown high and out of bounds. Intended receiver was number 36, George Shaner. Ball was a little bit high.
Well, that was the 3rd Deer Park possession of this first quarter, and they've yet
they've
yet to record a first down.
3 and out 3 times. Well, let's hope this is the way we're going to play all. Yeah, their defense is cranked. They're fired up. All right, we got Willis and Kuzno back.
Rutherford is back to punt for Deer Park, number 45.
He's kind of your all-purpose man, isn't he?
There he is. I'd like to see Andre Willis get his hands on this ball. He's a speedster back there.
Nice high kick. It's going to be Willis back at about the 25, 26-yard line. Fakes the handoff, goes around the right side. He's got a little running room. Cuts it out. He's out to the 40-yard line. About a 15-yard return for Andre. Very nice.
You know what? That fake reverse made the first guy miss.
He freezes. He didn't know which way
freezes.
it's going.
Doesn't know what to do in the meantime. Andre's streaking up the field on by him.
Nice return.
See the replay here. The kick goes up in the air off of Rutherford's foot. We see Andre making that burst upfield and getting tackled by a host of Deer Park Wildcat defenders. Good field position for the Braves, starting just short of their own 40-yard line.
Zummy under center. We got I formation. Hand off to up Moore right at the middle. Bobby Schmidt, I take it back. Bobby fights, kicked, and he's up for about 10 yards. Just short of a first down, 9.5 yards.
You got to like that full-back surge. I mean, that's just brute power up there.
Just straight belly play, and it's all front line blocking and power by Bobby Schmidt.
They have a timeout, official timeout on the field. At 2:51, Indian Hill has possession of the football, leading 10-0 over the visiting Deer Park Wildcats. Official time was for a
measurement. Either that or a coffee break. I'm not sure which. No, we got a measurement on the field here.
At timeouts, you know, we used to have these things you read, the commercials and stuff. We're going to make up our own commercials now.
All right, party at Elmer's house after the game tonight.
I like that. It's like...
It's going to be second and less than a yard.
Things like use the pens, just like Chip Hunter.
That's right.
Everyday use.
Still in that test market stage. Same formation. Same formation as last time. Elmer, you're making fun of me here. The old man's in a chair here. Elmer's so old and so frail, he can't stand up to broadcast the game. All right, here we go. Second and short. Handoff right at the middle. Bobby Schmidt. He is met head on by number 49. What a hit. There is no 49 in their roster, but whoever he is really popped him.
I think they picked him up for this game just to stop
that's
that
who they
play.
traded for.
That's it. It was second and short. Number 49 on Deer Park's team made a big surge through the middle and just pretty much stopped Bobby Schmidt in his tracks.
No gain. Loss of a foot maybe. So we've got third and short. See if we do something a little different here. Motion Kuzno left. Handed to Ali up the middle. He's got the first down. He's
got plenty more.
He may go.
He got one guy. He's got one guy to beat.
And Ali is gone. He's going to be gone. Ali Kendall.
No, he stepped out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Oh.
Well, that was number 20 who hit him over there, Mark Price. He got past Price, but he nudged him enough to knock him out of bounds.
You know, this is what we thought we'd see from Ollie this year. I mean, just outstanding burst through the line, makes the move and moves to the outside and uses his speed to get by the defensive back.
And once he hits those, gets past those linebackers, I mean, he's got the visibility, peripheral vision that he can really make the cuts. Beautiful run. Got about a 30-yard gain there. All right, Deer Park can regroup here. Timeout, and with 2 minutes exactly, it's
Indian Hill 10,
Braves.
Deer Park, nada. Want to make up another commercial?
Sure, what do you want to do?
Sure. First of all, I want to tell you that the Indian Hill football is brought to you by the Indian Hill Television Network in cooperation with ICRC.
ICRC, public access.
Our facilities were brought to you by the Indian Hill Boosters.
Hey, Boosters had a great pregame dinner for everybody tonight, for all the fans, all the pizza you can eat. Soft drinks, good stuff. They do that once a year, and that's really a nice thing.
The Boosters are great for Indian Hill. They're great for Indian Hill sports. They do a lot of good things, not just for the football team, but for all the Indian Hills various sports teams.
Well, it's also the cultural things, the band, and all the plays they put on and so forth. The Boosters do a great job of supporting all the activities at Indian Hill. All right, here we go. First
back to live action. Zummy under center.
Ball to 21. Hands it up the middle to Bobby Schmidt, and Bobby pulls his way forward for about 6 yards.
Well, Chip, I'm going to tell you, unlike other games this year, Indian Hill thus far has commanded the line of scrimmage. I mean,
that's the difference, Elmer. You're exactly right.
Difference. I mean, we played a very, very strong game against Edgewood. And I think we ran out of gas at the end of the game,
so
and they were able to.
I mean, they had to play in the same weather, but we were just whipped at the end.
And I think at Reading we couldn't keep those guys out of our backfield, but so far our offensive line is doing a whale of a job up there.
Zummy trips in the backfield. He was rolling out. Oh man, he had Ollie Kendall over in the end zone, rolling out to his right and tripped. So that's going to be a loss back to about the 21-yard line.
I think one of those offensive linemen was pass blocking and stepped on one of his shoes, and down he goes.
Yeah, they're trying to back up and block for him. He's trying to roll and get the feet tangled up.
So good. Another 3rd and long for the Hill. Probably.
I think we'll see a pass here.
I think we'll see a pass. We need to. We're probably in Zach's range. We certainly are in his range for his mighty boot here. So no matter what happens, I think we'll have a scoring opportunity out of this drive.
Ollie in motion right. Somebody hands off to Bobby Schmidt. Fake up. Oh boy, right up the middle, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Lost a yard. Deer Park sniffed that one out immediately.
Well, we tried to run a draw play up the middle with Bobby, and we've had a lot of success with the draw this year. But one of the reasons we had success is because the other team were blowing us up the field, and we just let them go. But we're blocking Deer Park, and so they had more players in the area we wanted to run in. So
well, that's going to bring up 4th and 14, Elmer, and Zach Minturn's lined up. This will be a 38-yarder. It's up and it's going to be close. Wide left.
He had it up in the air a little bit more this time. It had enough boot on it.
That was a 42-yarder.
To left.
Yep, he was just a little bit left. Had enough air underneath it. So the score remains 10-0 Indian Hill with 3 seconds left in the first quarter. And Deer Park's going to take over on about the 25-yard line.
Deer Park comes out in a spread formation, or they don't come out in a spread formation.
I'll tell you who's going to be one tired puppy dog tonight is Rutherford. He's in every play.
Yeah.
Does the kicking for him, quarterback, plays defense. Yep, ball's on the 20. Here we go. Coach Studley telling the defensive line to get up our line of scrimmage. I formation.
Last play of the first quarter.
It's a pitch out around the left
pitch.
side.
John
nice
Perrin,
move.
Very, very sure tackler. Number 23 was the ball carrier. Got a pitch out.
Yeah, that's
23,
Evans again.
George Evans.
Yeah.
It's George again. Nyhart's brother.
Yeah, Nyhart's brother. That's right. They're twins, Anyway, but John Perrin stayed in his position, just stuck to his ground, let Evans make the move, and stopped him for about a yard gain or two.
I think if we had some stats, I think we may get some stats tonight. It would show that Indian Hill just dominated that quarter.
Well, time of possession, we were probably 2-1.
Deer Park, to my knowledge, did not get an offensive first down in that quarter.
They didn't get a defensive first down either.
They didn't get a defensive first down. Very astute observation out of the play-by-play guy.
I thought I'd fill in the blank there. So we're starting second quarter here, and it's been all Indian Hill so far. Let's hope we can keep this train moving here.
Deer Park comes out. We switch sides of the field to start this second quarter.
Deer Park going left to right on your TV screen.
Andre Willis way out to the left-hand side, all by himself, guarding.
That I formation again.
Deer Park wide receiver. Deer Park has not shown an ability to throw the ball at all today.
Man in motion, handoff on the left side.
There's a fumble.
He's just smothered.
Bundle.
All right,
Indian Hill comes up with the football. David Kariakis
comes out of the pile. He was hit, Elmer. I mean, he was laid out at the line of scrimmage. Up ball came popping out. I think Kladekis got him here. He's just giving a high five to everybody coming out. I think he was the man who popped him first.
I don't think he ever got the football, Chip. From the way I saw it, he came in when he was back looking for the football, and he got hit hard.
He never got his hand on it.
Yeah, he never got his hand on it, and David Kiriakis.
He came out with the ball. I think John Kladekis is the one who really popped him, and then David got the ball.
David's a real ball hawk. He's already got an interception this year. Here's a fumble recovery. A good sophomore linebacker, played a lot last year as a freshman. So
big break for the Braves.
He's got a great future at Indian Hill football.
Bizami's back and around the right side. We got 10 yards. Matt Feigelson does the yellow end around here, number 44.
Yeah,
Matt got about 8 yards.
Matt Feigelson is the tight end, a tight end around. That's a play.
Yep.
That's one out of the playbook. You know, we ran. Who we run on that earlier in the half for a lot of yards? Cole Cousineau earlier ran on that same play a lot of yards. So.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Matt's going back in now. He got 9 yards in that, so we're going to have 2nd 1. Braves have the ball on the 13-yard line of Deer Park, and they're moving. This is nice to see, Elmer. Ball control here.
Yeah, anytime you have 2nd and short, you feel like pretty confident you're going to be able to move and make that first
It's a pitch on the left side. Looks like Ollie looking for some
nice
blocking.
block there, David Moore.
And he did not get it. He may have lost a yard or two.
A few yards.
I'll tell you, the Wildcats did a good job stringing that one out. He had no place to go.
Seemed like that the whole play developed a little bit slowly and allowed the Deer Park defenders to get over there and cut off the outside lane. So we lost a couple yards, lost really our overwhelming advantage on first down.
Got 3rd and 4 here. We can do this. Let's see if we don't roll Zummy out to the right like we did down here and find Kendall in the end zone.
Well, again, we threw one pass to a wide receiver. He was wide open. I'd like to see maybe Hewlin get back in this game a little bit.
Zummy is back, and we come around the other side. And left side's Cole Cousineau, and that is sniffed out for another loss. Well, that play they've got figured out, the old tight end around. That's about the 4th time we've run that puppy.
Well, here we go again with probably see another field goal attempt by Zach.
Yep, and this one's going to wind up being about, what?
28 yards?
About 20, not longer than that. You got to hit the
38 yards.
38 yards, yeah. 38, 37 yards.
37-yard attempt. Zach's getting a workout this
I tell you, he's an integral part of this offense. We need these points.
Good snap, good hold.
Oh, blocked.
Blocked in the inside there.
And that Deer Park picks it up on a fly.
That's Rutherford that has the ball.
Rutherford, he's out to about the 39-yard line. That's a nice move by Rutherford. And boy, the Braves, darn. That was blocked. Frankly, the snap was a little bit low, and Zummy had a hard time handling it. Never really got it down in time.
Is Zummy the holder on the...
Unless they changed his number. He's number 12.
Okay.
Yeah, the Zumster. So the Braves, that's 6 points we didn't get, the 2 field goals, but see if the defense can rise to the occasion.
Chip, we lost an opportunity there. I mean, we had 2nd and short and tried a wide play that lost some yards, and that got us off our schedule there.
I'm surprised they went wide, 2nd and short. All right, Rutherford under center. Again, I formation. Gives to the 2nd man through on the left side. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. Good gang tackling. We just got a flag. Don't even tell me that's another face mask. I'm hoping it's holding, but it came in late. Face mask on the Braves. I'll tell you, there's no need for that, Elmer. They had 4 guys tackling him.
Well,
I know it was unintentional.
Yeah, there was absolutely no reason for that one.
Elmer, I think this is a big series right here because if the Braves let them score, they're back in the ball game. We need to shut them down this half.
Well, you know, so far that probably is one of their bigger offensive plays. So I mean, we certainly have the ability to snuff this out, even though Deer Park starts with their best field position of the night.
Gives them 1st and 3. Ball's on the
9:37 left in the half. Deer Park moving.
Deer Park.
Left to right across your TV screen.
Man in motion left. Rutherford rolls to his left, pitches wide, it's a fumble in
Bad
the backfield. Evans has it, picks it up, and he is going to lose about a yard or 2. Well, that was just a bad pitch. Threw it behind him.
Threw it behind him. Ollie had a chance for a big loss back there. And he just got a little overexcited.
I think Ollie was waiting for that right bounce. Ollie was in the end zone. He wanted that one. He could smell pay dirt. Gets a fortuitous bounce right back and gets back to, where are we, about the 44-yard line, so it's a loss of about 3.
The loss of about 3, that helps the Braves defense out, gives them a little breathing room.
Yep, 2nd and 7 now. Ball's in the 44, Deer Park. 8:48 left in the half. A little confusion on the line for the Braves there. Now we're set. Rutherford's back to pass, rolling to his right. Got plenty of time, and he does fire a strikeout here, number 36, for a 1st down. That's George Shaner, number 36. He was wide open. That was a nice move by Deer Park. That is their first down.
That's the first offensive 1st down for the Deer Park Wildcats. And again, the rollout play seems to be the play where they can get their quarterback out and give some time to throw
buys
the
him
ball.
plenty of time.
And we need to move our end further out, beyond
get some pursuit on him, right?
the tight end there to get some to just contain that rollout.
All right, Deer Park's got a drive going here. Rutherford back, straight back this time, right over the middle, throws it, and it's complete. He make it all the way. He's down to the 10, the 5, and he's out of bounds
Just
at the
did not
1.
quite make it.
They let him in. He said he made it in a touchdown. Elmer, that's just what we didn't need.
Jason Smith was the wide receiver on that play.
Nice.
Rutherford went back and just fired it over the middle, and Jason Smith came up with the ball, but that could have been to any one of 3 receivers, I think.
He hit him in stride, I'll tell you. He got him right in the numbers, and he broke to the outside on the right and went the distance. So that's about a 55-yard touchdown strike. We did not need that one.
Well, we're in a ball game here.
Yep,
this
sure
is
are.
Deer Park.
Letting Deer Park back in.
We let him back. We actually let him back in this ball game.
Yep.
By our miscues on the offensive side of the ball.
Here's the kick. It's down, and it's good. We got a 10-7 game, Elmer. 8:23 left in the first half.
Yeah, the difference is Zach Minturn's first quarter field goal. So with 8:23, the Indian Hill Braves 10 and the Deer Park Wildcats 7. We got a ball game.
Yep, sure do. Braves got to suck it up here. We can't let Big Mo change.
And I think we see a couple things there. Rutherford, who's got a decent arm. I don't think he's a pretty passer by any stretch of the imagination, but he gets the job done. I mean, he is. You looked in today's paper, and the only one on both teams that ended up in the all-city statistics was Rutherford with the number of passes. He had about 48 completions on the year so far.
Well, the key there, Elmer, quite honestly, is he's got all day.
Yeah, he's got a lot of
he had
time.
no pressure on him. Any quarterback, these guys sit back there for 5 seconds can find somebody open.
His offensive line did a good job on keeping the Braves out of that one.
Yep.
We didn't send any linebackers to confuse them a little bit.
We haven't sent many linebackers all game. That one time they did blitz, they nailed him for about an 8-yard loss.
Right. So.
All right, we've got Hewlin, Kuzno, and Willis back.
We got. That's Cole, number 18, back.
Where's Cole?
Cole, 18.
Oh,
Andre
18?
Willis and Nick Hewlin. Ball goes to, looks like it's going to Hewlin.
Ball bounces
on
about
the
the
bounce.
10, picks it up about the 5. He's up to 20, up the middle, cuts out. Oh, and he does a nice run back out to about the 32-yard line.
Good.
30, yeah, about 32.
All right, here we go. Now it's time to just take the ball and stuff it down their throats and get this Big Mo back on the
we need
the
a
red
good,
side of the ball.
Good ball control drive here.
Zami Zander's coming out. He's had a good game so far with a touchdown pass to Nick Hewlin.
Can we shelve that end around?
That
worked once.
We have a little success with it playing. We tend to go back to it again. That's one of the Indian Hill's
Hammer motion right.
tendencies, I think.
Zummy is back to pass, fires across to Hewlin. It's behind him. Oh, would have been a nice 10-yard gain. Nick was flanked wide left at just a little slant pattern. Zummy threw a little bit behind him.
Well, I like that play. I mean, Nick's out there one-on-one by himself, and Zummy's just a little look into Nick, and if he could have got his hands on the ball, that would have been an 8-9 yard gain on first down.
Would have been a real nice play.
And again, I think this is the first time we've passed the ball on first down, and you just need to do that to mix up your offensive scheme a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. You got to keep them alert. All right, now we got I formation. Zummy fakes the flows long down the left side to Hewlin, and he overthrows him. Did a nice fake to Ollie out the right side, and turned and threw long to Nick Hewlin, about a 30-yard pass downfield, just overthrew him by a couple steps.
D'Angelo Gales, number 37 for Deer Park, was on the coverage, and he did a much better job on Nick Hewlin that time. I think there was a place to put the ball in there if Zummy could have made a little bit more accurate throw, but D'Angelo did a nice job on the defensive side of the ball. Forces us into 3rd and long. Certainly this is a passing situation.
I would hope let's don't do up the middle again. Ollie's in motion to the right, pitch out to him. He gets the ball and he's hit immediately.
Yeah, that was a quick pass, but what it really was just an extended pitch out to Ollie Kendall, and really didn't fool anybody on that play.
He's buried for about a 2-yard loss,
right.
And certainly just wasn't enough blocking out there. Brown was out there, but there were 2 defenders.
Yeah, the play that hurt us there was that the first down pass that didn't get complete when he was open.
Yep.
And so now we got to give up the ball to Deer Park. And
Zach's got to get some air into this. Then turn back to kick, standing on his own 16-yard line. Good snap. He drops the ball.
Just
and,
barely gets it off.
the ball away, but it's a short kick. And it's picked up, run back for about 10 yards, about the 35-yard line by Deer Park. They have great field position.
That was Jason Smith, very alertly.
I think we got a hold on Deer Park, Elmer.
Well, Jason Smith, number 27, was very alert there. He knew, he somehow picked up that was a short punt. He is a running back. Oh, we got a break for Indian Hill. There was a hold on that play.
Yep,
so
there's a hold on the run back.
What it's going to put what is excellent field position. Still going to be pretty good for the Wildcats, but
Probably about the 47, 48-yard line of Indian Hill instead of the 38. Actually 49-yard line, so that's a big 10-yard break there.
Well, Chip, I would, if I was a defensive coordinator, I think I'd send a linebacker or two to get some pressure on this quarterback.
Coach Studley's standing right next door, Elmer. Why don't you go tell him that?
Well, you know, Studley has a couple more years. But
Well, he's bigger than you, I know.
We've got nobody in the backfield for the Wildcats. You know this is going to be a pass.
Straight back.
Good
Rutherford.
protection. There was
going downfield. A wide open 22 went right through his hands. Well, I'll tell you, he laid that to Peter Carr, to 22
Jay
for them is
Lampy.
Jay Lampy. He put it right on the numbers, about 30 yards down the field, and went right through his fingers.
Well, we got a break on that one. There's no question. And again, David Kiriakis came in from the linebacker position, but got held up a little bit, so it didn't really get much pressure on Rutherford.
He had plenty of time back there.
Yeah, he had time. 7:22 left in the half.
Interesting, Elmer. He's very successful down the middle.
He is.
These 20, 25-yard passes down the middle.
Rutherford's a big kid, and he can fire that ball. So, you just got to get somebody in his face to throw off his timing.
Yeah, we need to get him for a loss here. We got 2nd and 10. Here's a
Little
quick
end
play
here.
around the right side.
Nice
And he's going to be
play.
hit, drop for a loss by David Kiriakis. There's another flag. That should be another hold on Deer Park. David Kiriakis met him a yard deep in the backfield, just pancaked.
Great play by David Kiriakis. They're obviously, they're really not getting anywhere on the running game. I mean, they're having success through the air, and I believe that we should take this penalty, push it back even farther, force him into a passing situation, and get some people in Rutherford's face.
Yep, they got to start sending some linebackers now. That's going to take it all the way back to the 37-yard line of Deer Park. That's a biggie. That's a biggie.
And one of the things that we've had trouble with is the blitz right up the middle, Chip. And I think that the Deer Park linemen are concentrating so hard on blocking our down linemen that I think there's a hole up the middle for. Here we have three. We have three wide defenders.
We have 2 defenders out here. All right, here comes Cole across. We got a flag down, right across the middle, and I don't think it was caught. No, it was not. A low pass to Evans, 23. We got a flag down. I think that was it's on Deer Park. 5 more.
I think somebody lined up in the neutral zone there.
That's on Deer Park.
I think we ought to turn this one down.
I agree with you.
Take the play.
Yep. They've got 2nd and 37. Let's just, it is declined by the Braves. That's a good move. So that brings up 3rd and 23. Ball's on the 37. All right, let's get somebody in his face here.
Sam Waterman got in that time. He just beat his defender and did put some pressure on Rutherford. You got an empty backfield. We got the big fullback out here helping block on Sam Waterman. I think that's number 3, Ogilvy.
Evans in motion, straight back. Sam Waterman's putting
Nice
no pressure
swim
on
move.
it. And it is intercepted. Bobby
Nice
Schmidt.
play by Bobby Schmidt.
Right across the middle.
Great play by Bobby
He
Schmidt.
stepped right in front of that receiver, and I mean, that was beautiful.
I'll tell you who helped make that play is Sam
Waterman.
Sam Waterman sprinted upfield on the outside. He had their big fullback, number 3, Ogilvy, blocking him. He made a little swim move and just left him in his tracks and put some big pressure on Rutherford.
Yeah, Rutherford didn't have much time on that because
Right.
Sam came in from his left tackle position.
Big change of possession here.
And boy, that forced the pass, and Bobby Schmidt just sat back there waiting, licking his chops. Nice interception by Bobby.
Good catch by the big boy. Big
Braves
linebacker.
takeover.
Love to see those middle linebackers come up with that.
There
come
you
up with
go.
a football.
Straight up the middle, it's Andre Willis. He cuts to the right side. He's got some yardage. We got a hold. Andre's around the right side. He's still on his feet down to the 30-yard line. But I think we either have a hold or a clip on the Braves. Boy, that was a nice little juke run there by Andre, and gonna be wiped out by a penalty, I think.
You know, it could be holding the shoelace on the defender or something.
It is
like
not.
that.
It's on the Braves.
Huh.
Clean those glasses on.
I'm just an optimistic color guy. That was a great run by Andre Willis. I mean, he was stopped at the line. He didn't have a hole, but he's awful shifty.
Andre had his dancing shoes on, I'll tell you. He did. So that's going to be 10 yards from the point of the infraction. So interestingly, it's going to be 1st and 11 because the penalty was 9 yards downfield.
See, Andre's back there again, and I like to see this. I like to see Andre get some carries.
Well, they got Ollie out, rest him a little bit, I think. There's Andre again on the right side. He jukes again to his left, and Andre's going to pick up about 2 or 3.
Well, Andre, you know, he's a slight build, even though he's very strong, and he's not going to overpower anybody. But he has Sweeney-like moves. I think that
Sweeney-like moves. Mikey Sweeney is smiling at Wittenberg. Little Mikey
Sweeney-like, all you
Sweeney-like moves.
Braves fans who's followed our team over the past few years will remember Mikey Sweeney led the city a couple times in punt returns and just could move inside the hole.
Andre around the right side, he cuts it back. He's going to get nowhere. Deer Park played that beautifully. They're playing that sweep pretty well. I'll tell you, we have not done well. Too much on that all night.
Yeah, we're not going to get outside with just a simple pitch play. I mean, we got to come up with a little bit more. You know, we've tried to pass to the outside, just kind of an extended handoff. That hasn't worked. Our sweeps really haven't worked. I think Ollie ran one sweep for a couple yards in the early.
Yeah, but they picked it up pretty well.
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of success up the middle. We've had some success off tackle.
Well, big play here. Our ball's 3rd and 10, or 3rd and 9, and it's on about the 48-yard line.
I'd go out here to Hewlin again.
Straight back is Zummy. He pitches back across field to David Moore, right through his fingers.
Well, we were set up a screen to David over here, and number 22 for the Deer Park sniffed it out, actually. That was Jay
Played
Lampy.
it nicely. James Lyman was out there lead blocking. David could have gotten a few yards if he wouldn't be able to bring that ball down.
You know, Lampy is a defensive end, and he's just sniffed out the screen and got between Zummy and his intended receiver and really prevented a completion on that screen pass. So it's 4th and 10.
Zach needs a good kick here. He got to hold on to that ball. Low snap from center, and he fumbles the ball through his legs. Pick it up, Zach. Zach is going to be creamed back about the 35-yard line. He had no chance at all. That's a very low snap from center. Dribbled it back there, and that's a big, big problem for the Braves.
Well, that's 2 miscues in the punting game for the Braves. I mean,
yep. First one Zach dropped, and this one was right through his legs.
You know, it doesn't count as a turnover, but the loss of yardage with that play is just it's mind-boggling from a field position standpoint. It puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Could be a 40-yard swing.
Yeah, it could be 40 yards. And actually, it's probably more than that. It might be a 50-yard swing if you.
Oh, he had a good run back. You missed it. All right, ball's on the 35-yard line of the Braves. 1st and 10, Deer Park.
Deer Park lines up in the eye. This probably start out with a running play here.
Yep, Rutherford under center. It is a running play right up the middle. His pitch is back at the alley-oop, long downfield, and it's broken up. Andre Willis broke up the play there. That was a dying quail in the air, I'll tell you. Well, that was the old flea flicker.
That was an interesting play. I mean, fake the pass into the middle. You know, pitch back to the quarterback, and he throws a long one. But Andre Willis, you got to get to his credit, was not fooled. He was standing there waiting for the ball and got his hand up and knocked it down.
Andre played that beautifully because they tried to suck everybody in with a fake up the middle, and Andre just stood his ground.
And he got inside ground too, and he didn't let the receiver have any chance to out jump him for the football.
Played that well. So a little trickery by Deer Park. They got 2nd and 10. Let's see what we do now.
It's a pass. They'll never run this Ogilvie kid.
Here it is. He rolls right. Rutherford fires out to the right side. It's complete. His spin move by number 20, and he's going to be all the way down to about the 20-yard line. That's Mark Price.
Mark Price made a nice move there. John Perrin was on the coverage, had his sights on him.
The little spin move.
But a nice little spin move. He set that up when he made the catch. And Deer Park with 4:56 is driving on the Braves.
We got 1st and 10. Ball's on the 22-yard line. Braves got to suck it up here.
Yeah, we need to make a big defensive stop right here. I mean, we've given them 2 good opportunities at field position, and now our defense has to suck it up and make up for it. Another pass coming here.
Yep, they're not going to give it to Ogilvie. They've been successful through the air. It is Ogilvie right up the gut. Big man, number 3, and he just plows his way down to about the 12-yard line. 5'8", 260 pounds, Rico Ogilvie.
You know, he did a pretty good job of lugging that football. I mean, he is a big 5'8", 260.
Bowling ball.
Let's say that again. 5'8", 260. And he found a hole in that line.
He's
even
a
though,
sophomore.
Right. He's a sophomore. Played on the freshman team last year for the Deer Park Wildcats and making the jump to varsity.
Did a nice job. He got 9 yards. So we got 2nd and 1, balls on the 13.
I'd give it right back to him.
Motion right.
Tailback
Second man
this
through
time.
to the right side. He cuts around the right.
Nice job, John Perrin.
John Perrin upends him. Andre Willis finishes him off.
Not even close to the first down. May have lost a couple yards.
David Moore's in there to help also. Did not make it. We're going to have 3rd and short. He did make it. I take it back.
It's first down?
Yep, first. I thought he was short. So they are at about the 10.5-yard line and technically can get a first down before scoring.
John Kladakis, a tough nose guard for the Braves, comes out. He's banged up a little bit.
It looks like his ankle.
Changing Nick Simon. Nick Simon in there. Taking over at defensive end is Todd Topics, number 27. Topics had a huge game for the JV team against Reading last week.
Ogilvie Evans in the backfield. Rutherford under center. Price in motion left. He rolls to the left, pitches out to left, fumble again. It's picked up in the backfield. Now that was not a bad pitch. He just took his eyes off it.
Right, that was number 23.
Yep, that's Evans again.
George Evans for the Wildcats. Certainly helped the Braves a little bit with that miscue.
Yep, he lost about 7 yards on that.
That's a good play for the Braves. With 3:23 left, puts them in 2nd and 17, brings up an obvious passing situation.
Yeah, they got 2 plays to get in here because I think they'll kick the field goal if this gets the 4th down. All right, we got split left, split right.
Ogilvie's
alone, the backfield.
Man in the backfield. We got.
He's straight back to pass. Got a little pressure coming in. Throws it across the middle.
Oh! David Kiriakis has it go right through his hands.
Kiriakis always picked that off a little behind him. And then number 22 for Deer Park did a good job. He almost picked it up on the tip drill there. That was Lampy. John Perrin had good coverage on him. Well, that's a break. And Elmer, we got some pressure on him.
Well, we did. We had 3 guys back there in Rutherford's face. And they do call timeout.
Well, that was a big play for us because not only got 3rd and 17, but it's on. It would be a first down inside the 1 if they got that far. So this is a biggie here.
2:57 left. Indian Hill clinging to a 10-7 lead. A couple of miscues by the Braves has put the Deer Park Wildcats in very good field position here at the end of the half. And the defense is doing its best to deny Deer Park a score.
Yeah, special teams have hurt us a little bit with the kicking. A couple miscues in the backfield.
All right, we need another commercial chip. I got one for you here.
Uh-oh.
Catch all of the Braves home games on IHTN.
Indian Hill Television Network.
Indian Hill Television Network. You can go see the playback time on IHTN.com. We'll see if the boys in the truck can load up the playback times for us on the Indian Hill Television Network website.
They usually have one late tonight, don't they?
Usually they have a game at midnight, but if you're watching us at midnight, it won't be midnight anymore.
You're kidding. All right, here we go. 3rd and 17. Rutherford straight back again. He's got a little bit of pressure in. He's going to be sacked.
Oh, good job
nice
there.
Move.
That's Brandon Molden.
Number
Overpowering.
48. That's the first time we've heard from the big man tonight, Brandon Molden. Nice penetration there. He had 3 guys in there. Brandon stood him up, and the other 2 finished him off.
Brandon Molden, that's a big defensive play.
Yeah,
Pushes Deer Park way back. If they try a field goal now,
that'll be a 38-yard field goal if they try it. Here is a replay.
Here?
Look at the pressure here. Brandon
that
Molden,
was
Sam
Brandon Molden
Wardeman.
got there first. Sam Wardeman came in.
Good job, Sam. Finish him off. And this is going to be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And Deer Park's going to take another timeout. 2:15 left in the quarter and the half.
Deer Park takes another timeout. All of the Indian Hill home games will be on ICRC this season. Next home game is next week against Finneytown.
Finneytown.
Won't you take me to Finneytown?
No thanks. I've had better offers.
Finneytown is off to a let's see, they're off to a 0-3 start again this year. So Finneytown is going to come here pretty hungry for a win, just like the Wildcats are.
Yep.
CHL looks to be very balanced this year. A lot of teams are, I think, improved over last year.
Absolutely.
This team certainly, Deer Park has improved.
Reading team has improved.
Reading team was exciting football.
All right, here we go. Here goes our field goal attempt. It's going to be exactly a 40-yarder. Rutherford gets a snap. It's down. Ball is up, and it is wide left.
No
yeah.
good.
Woo! I thought he was going to put his hands up for a second.
That's number
there.
20 doing the kicking for
Price, isn't it?
Deer Park. Yeah, that's Mark Price, and he's got plenty of boot to hit that thing from 40 yards.
Yep.
And he just hooked it to the left side.
Had the
just
distance.
missed.
That
Yep.
looked exactly like Zach's kick.
It looked same place.
Yep, had the distance, but just a little bit left. So the Braves are going to take over on their own 20-yard line with 2:11 left in the half here.
Well, we got plenty of time in less
Let's
than a
get it
half. We
downfield,
got three timeouts. I
Nick
think
Hewlin
we
split left.
Yeah, I think we've got plenty of time to put this ball in the end zone.
Zummy straight back, fires out to Hewlin, and he's got the ball for about 7-yard gain, cuts it outside, gets out of bounds, and looks like about 10-yard play.
Nick, very close to a first down. Nice pass by Zummy. Zummy looked very comfortable on that play. Delivered a ball right to Nick Hewlin. It was a little comebacker, so he had a good target.
Well, that was, I think, the key to that play, Elmer, is that they didn't try to go downfield very far. It was only about a 5-yard turn in. But the defensive playing so lax that he was able to get another 5 yards
Well,
out
they're
of it.
giving Zummy a
Zummy's back again, and he is looking to Hewlin long, and that's going to be over his head.
That looked to me like Evans held. That was the punt. That was the same play. They set up that play with the first one. It was a pump and go, and I think Hewlin got held up a little bit.
I agree with you. I think Nick had the move on him, and Evans held him up a little bit there.
But that was a good play on 3rd and short. That was a good play. Now I think we don't mess around on this third and fourth short play. We give it to Bobby right up the middle. I think we should go off the left, right behind the right guard. There we go.
He's got it. It's going to be close.
No, he didn't.
I think he lost.
Yeah,
I think he lost a little yardage. Elmer, I don't understand why you don't put two blockers back, two players back there, blocking back, leading the way.
Well, I think that was the right call. There was a gap there right off the right guard, and
not much of a gap, obviously.
The nose guard came over, sniffed that one out, and just made the play.
Yeah. Why didn't you have a lead blocker in there? You've got the horses between Moore and Schmidt.
That was Bobby running the ball.
Yep, sure was. All right, Zach's back again. He's going to be kicking from about his 20-yard line this time.
Well, we certainly have made the punt an adventurous play.
Yes, we have. It's a good snap. He's got it. A lot of pressure. We get a low liner off. He's going to be taken back at the 35-yard line by Price, and he's cutting around the right side. He's got a blocker in front. Good speed by Price, and Zach Minturn takes him down. Nice save by Zach there. That was all the way down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, we see a yellow flag on the play, so hopefully.
Oh, that's good. We either a clip or a hold here, I hope. Boy, the Braves didn't need that. Price has some wheels out there. I thought they had him stopped at about the 45-yard line.
Absolutely.
Just outran him.
Blocking the back, illegal use of the hands, backfield in motion.
Backfield in motion, baby. That'll teach him not to give us commercials to read.
Really?
You didn't even harmonize. All right, that's going to take the ball back to the 36-yard line. That is about a 40-yard swing. Man, that's a big break for us. 53 seconds left in the half. Now, I would imagine they're going to start throwing here. Ogilvy is a horse. Boy, he's big.
He's a big boy. He's no question he's a big boy. And I
It's
think
the
he did a fine job.
The refrigerator of Deer Park. And it is the second man right up the middle. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play in there by David
Kiriakis.
Kiriakis. Yeah, just jumped in there.
David got him around the ankle, and Perrin or Waterman finished him off. Big
Jason
Sam,
Smith,
74.
was the ball carrier running right up the middle. I think Deer Park is content to run this one out.
I think you're right. Letting the clock run. We're down to 30 seconds.
If they're going to run it out, they still got to run one more play.
Yeah, one more play, and then just let the clock go. So it looks like half's going to end here. 20 seconds to go. 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 Braves are up 10-7. Handoff to Ogilvy right at the middle. He does have some yardage.
Look
Gets
at
about
that
7
guy.
yards. Woo!
You know, he moves very well.
He does.
5'8", 260.
Got that low center of gravity. You can't
Picks
get
him up and
underneath it.
puts him down.
Well, that was a interesting first half. I mean, we controlled the first quarter and let them back in the ball game here. We got a 10-7 ball game at halftime.
Well, we'll bring you this. We'll be back after halftime to bring you the second half. Don't go away, fans. The end of this game is certainly going to prove to be an exciting finish.
It'll be a nail biter.
All right.
See you second
then.
half. Braves 10, Deer Park Wildcats 7. And Deer Park is going to be kicking off. We've got, that Cole kid is back, number 18.
Number 18 is back to receive.
He is back and ready. Andre Willis, and looks like Nick Hewlin on the other side.
Mark Price kick off for the Deer Park Wildcats.
Low liner. We got offsides on Deer Park, I think. Yep. There's a 5-yard gainer. That's a good start to the half.
Nick Hewlin had picked off a nice, picked off that low line drive and had a big head of steam there.
Played shortstop on that ball.
Yeah, he
did a good job picking it up.
Take the 5 yards and make a free kick from the 35.
Everybody up 5 yards. Don't do an onside here, guys. No surprise. Pick up that hanky. Here we go. Price is going to kick off again, as you said, this time from his 35-yard line. This knuckleball's going to go out of bounds. Be another flag. It goes out about the 25-yard line. That you move back again, or you automatically get it to 35.
Well, no.
We have a choice, don't we?
We have a choice, and I'd move back again, but we're going to take the ball.
Looks like we are. Might be a break for them, I'll tell you.
You know, I'm telling
I don't think they can kick the ball.
They were having a
huge
trouble getting the ball in.
No, he's going to make him kick again. That's a
go.
smart move. That's a smart move.
A little rethink there by the Braves.
Is that a 5 or 10-yard penalty when you kick a procedure, so it's 5.
Another 5 yards, yeah.
That moves him back to the 30. Now we're going to get our starters. Now, I think automatically they have to take that.
I think so.
That's what it looks like, yeah. So the ball's going to be at the 40-yard line, normally 35, but with a 5-yard penalty, the first kickoff, it's going to be the Braves' ball, first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Maybe the choice is...
All right, here we go. Then we bring them up the line here. 10 from the 40-yard line. First play of the second half. High formation. Hands the second man through. That's Kendall. Skips to the left side. He's going to be gang tackled. I think he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but he didn't get much of anything. He was hit by 2 guys there. You get the numbers. The whole right side of Deer Park's line got it. He's a better blocking than that. Braves number 62, James Lyman's hobbling off a little bit here. He'll be replaced by Will Nolte, 52. Looks like he might have an ankle situation. I don't think he's hurt too badly.
James, big boy, 260, 6 foot.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. The second 10, no gain on the first one. Summy is back to pass, rolls to his right. And he's got Nick Hewlin now. He breaks, tries to run the ball. He eludes 2 tacklers and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, I'll tell you, if he could have looked up, he had Nick Hewlin wide open, 25 yards down the field. But he was under a lot of pressure.
Well, we rolled Summy out, trying to get him a look down the field. He had a little bit of time there and chose to pull the ball down. And he split 2 defenders and got back to the line of scrimmage, but brings up a big third down, 3rd and long for the Braves.
Whatever happened to that little halfback pass out of the backfield, right across the middle. Loops across the middle, 10 yards deep.
You know, sometimes we run to the throw the fullback in the flats.
Yep.
That was a big play.
Oh, and he'll jump. Yeah, that'll be 5 yards right there.
Illegal procedure against the Braves, first of all, that's 5 yards.
And that's going to move it back 5, so now we've got 3rd and 14. Penalties are just killing the Braves.
Well, you know, this isn't the kind of series that we needed to start this first half, or the second half. 10:40 left, it's 3rd and 14 now.
Yeah, we did. We lost 6 yards. That's good. How can you lose 6 yards in a penalty? The refs blew that one. All right, back pass again. It's a handoff Dolly up the middle. He's got yardage. He's out. It's going to be about 2 yards for the first down. He got about a 15-yard gain. Needed about 16.
Those were the 2 yards we lost on that missed spot there, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That was a, well, no, we're about 2 yards short. It was a yard difference.
Interesting to see what the Braves do. I mean,
Thank God it kicked it.
we're
4th and 2
long to,
on our own 48-yard line.
you know,
They're going for it.
a little aggressive play here. I like this
Not
call.
sure that's bad. I think you got it. You
Yeah.
got to just try to take control of this game.
I like
All right,
this
here we
call.
go. We got a big play here. 4th and 2. Ball to Braves 48-yard line. Moore and Kendall in the backfield. They're trying to get him to jump offside. That's what they're doing. And that's going to be timeout. That's where they almost got him to jump, and guy flinched, but did not go offside. So now we're going to bring on a kicking team. This has been an experience tonight.
Hopefully they had a little discussion about this punt formation at halftime.
Just got to get a clean snap and get the kickoff. All right, timeout Braves, and Coach Seipel's out there giving a little talking to here.
.938, just at the start of the first half.
Looking out to the right of the press box here, Mount Seipel seems to be getting higher by the week. It's up, I think we're going to have ski lessons up there pretty soon. A little snow capped on top. All right, Zach Mintur's back to kick again. Price is back, single back to receive the kick. You get a good snap here. It is a good snap.
Good
Ball's
kick.
off. Decent kick off the left side. It's away from Price. Gets an Indian Hill bounce. And it's going to go out of bounds. Nice kick about the 13-yard line. Very nice kick. And down there to cover for the Braves is John Adu. He got away with anything.
Colt Kuzino is the long snapper, and he made a very, very nice pass back to Zach Minter. Zach handled it cleanly and kicked it away from the deep pack, and certainly ran down there and pinned Deer Park back in their own territory.
Well, that's the key, Elmer. It wasn't a beautiful kick, but he kicked it away from return. The guy couldn't get it, so it's 1st and 10 for Deer Park on their own 14.
Mark Price is split way out here to our right side of the defensive formation.
Handoff right up the gut, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Maybe a yard.
Good defensive play by Nick Simon. He snuffed that one out.
Straight handoff to Evans, and Evans getting up, walking a little slowly.
Well, he really got up to he got popped. He came to the line of scrimmage very hard, and Simon just met him head on.
Double nickel express there, 55.
That was one of the harder hits we've seen in this game so far. It's like
we gotta crank it up a notch here. All right, 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 14.
we have this one back in the backfield. That's Ogilvy in the backfield. 2 slot backs.
Ball in the backfield.
This is either the dive to Ogilvy or simply the pass.
I think it's a pass play. That's what I said, the dive. Now it keeps the ball. It goes around to the left side, gets about 9 yards. That was Rutherford faked Ogilvy up the middle on a dive play and just took off right the left side.
You know, we had Ollie Kendall was our linebacker in the spot that Rutherford ran the ball, and he bid on the first handoff. He took down Ogilvy.
Got sucked right in.
Hard, but he didn't have the ball. So
Half attack.
3rd and 1 coming up.
Big defensive play here. They're going to measure. Looks like it'll be short to me, but I wanted to measure. Yeah, it's not as close as I thought it was. It looks like 2-3 inches. The Braves need a big stop here. See if we can get them to a 3 and out. How do you spell number 3?
Think Ogilvy's going to get this ball?
Only needs about a foot.
They got a couple back. The quarterback sneak can be a good play on this one, too, because Rutherford's such a big man.
They mix it up the middle there. It is to Ogilvy. No, it's the second man through, around the right side. He's got running room. He gets out. He's got Kuzno's going to get him after about a 12, 15-yard gain. That's a nice play. Fake the dive right up the middle of Ogilvy and pitches the man on the right side.
You know, that's that decoy. They've decoyed this Ogilvy. You know, he's made a couple good runs this game, and all eyes are on him, and all of a sudden they fake it into him and
Pitch it out
give
to
him to the outside.
Nice run by Lampy.
27. I think that was Jason Smith run that ball, wasn't it?
22. That's either Smith or Lampy. One of those guys had a hell of a
Jason Smith.
Really? You sure they didn't change jerseys?
Jason Smith.
Good job, Jason. First and 10. 40-yard line. Rutherford hands off around the right side.
No, that's open.
That's right up the middle. You're right. He gets a couple. Stuffed it pretty good that time.
Yep.
Right ahead of the
He's
game.
getting off the bottom here.
One on the play.
Brandon Malden, number 48. Nice tackle. Gets a couple yards. They've been doing a real good job of setting the plays.
Well, this has been a in the trenches kind of game. I mean, it's our offensive and defensive line versus theirs. We had the best of it in the first quarter. Deer Park has stepped it up a little bit. I think it's pretty well equal right now.
Absolutely.
We need to really.
Ogilvy's out here, so let's see what we got. Rutherford's going to roll right with it. Throws out in the flat, wide open, number 4. He's got the first down and about 3 more. Down to the 45-yard line of the play.
That was a nice play by Rutherford, too. Nice fake into the line. He had A.J. Boyce, number 4. Out in the flat, you know, very, very straightforward, easy pass. He's rolling that way.
Some nice play action.
Second first down of this drive for Deer Park. It's time to get them off their. We need a big first down play. We need to loss it down.
Nice turnover.
Turnover would be nice. Penalty.
Ogilvy's back in.
Earthquake.
I think Evans is deep, it looks like. Hand is to Evans, second man through, tries
Boom!
the right side.
David Kiriakis.
David Kiriakis, I'll tell you what. He looks like Sam Waterman stopped him, and David Kiriakis just flattened him.
Big play to send Evans going backwards.
Yep.
Nice play on first down by the Braves.
Waterman stopped him cold, and David Kiriakis just finished him off.
David's had a pretty good game.
Very good game.
He's just a sophomore, but has a lot of varsity experience. Big hitter. Tailback, he's a good tailback on the offensive side of the ball, but you haven't seen him run that much this year.
Second and 10, hand off the right side, Evans again. Again, he gets nowhere, maybe about a yard. Nick Simon's in it, see who's on the bottom there. That is Nick Simon on the bottom, holding.
Sometimes we question the Hill play calling and Deer Park play calling on those first two plays. For all the good things they've been doing.
They've done with the play action,
Right.
those are just 2 straight handoffs in the same hole. Maybe they see something we don't. Big play here for the Braves, 3rd and 9. Obvious passing situation. Evans in motion right. He hits back to pass, got a little pressure, throws deep, wide open is Price. He's down, tackled on about the 10, 15-yard line. Oh man, he was wide open. Rutherford just laid it in there.
Yeah, Mark Price just went right down the middle of the field, got behind our safeties, and Rutherford had a big target, and he just laid it right in there.
Again, he had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Sit back in the pocket, wait for the play to develop.
Big third down play and big conversion for the Deer Park Wildcats. It's time for the Braves to step it up.
Suck it up on the 14-yard line. 1st and 10.
We knew this was going to be a battle. It sort of has shaped up to be pitched off the line. The lines are hitting each other. Rutherford has been pretty good so far on the passing.
Play
Second man,
22.
nowhere to go. Boom.
Gets maybe a yard or 2.
That's a good play by our outside cornerback there.
Turned him in.
That was Andre Willis. Turned him in, and John Perrin was in on the tackle.
Johnny Perrin finished him off.
Poppins is coming in for the Braves, taking the place of Sam Porter.
be second 8 on the 12. Braves need a big stop here. Here's where the big turnover help.
Deer Park has a big offensive line. They're doing a reasonable job of mostly keeping the pressure off of them.
He's got time back. Rutherford kicks the ball, goes back to pass, a lot of pressure across the middle.
It's picked off!
It's picked off.
There's Cole Kuzno. He's got some yards in front.
He cuts it back. He's still on feet. He's gonna go. Cole Kuzno's gonna go. Oh, nice block by Kendall. It's
One man to beat him. He's all the way. Yes! Cole Kuzno picks up the tip ball and takes it 100 yards for a touchdown.
Talk about a tip drill. I'll tell you what. He tipped the ball on the goal line, and their guy almost caught it. Cole comes across and picks it out of midair and goes 100 yards.
What a play. What a game-changing play that was. He got a couple blocks at the end of the run.
But you see his cutback about the 4-yard line of Deer Park. Saw he didn't have the angle, so he cut it back. Ollie Kendall was just finished the last tackler off.
Good block out there by Ollie Kendall, but it's Cole Kuzno that turned the tables on the Deer Park Wildcats.
Well, he gets that speed from Brad. Brad is a speedster. That's his dad. Here's the kick by Minturn. It's up, and it's good. There we go. Good snap, good hold, good kick, and a brave. 17-7.
Brad was known for speed. I thought he was known for strong opinion.
Well, I'm talking speed from now. No, sorry, Brad. No, I'm just kidding, Brad. All right, Graves, but you know, opportunity was what they needed here, and that sure was an opportunistic play.
Put a little 10-point lead for the Braves at 4:28 in the third quarter. What a huge play.
You know, the Braves were on their heels, quite honestly. They were getting sucked right down the field, and Deer Park looked like they're ready to take it in. There goes that's a 14-point swing.
Wow. Yeah, he was, because that was getting tipped to the Deer Park player.
Yep, I thought the Deer Park player
I
had
did
it.
too.
Cole cut right in front of him.
Big play by Cole Kuzno.
Coach Tumley said he had that one drawn up on the board. That was a planned play. Okay, big momentum shift for the Braves. 4:28 left in the third quarter.
Time to catch our breath, kick the ball back to Deer Park.
We need Zach Minturn to bury this one.
Yeah, we do. Our kick coverage team out there, a lot of sophomores. Really are itching to get into play.
All right, here's Zach's kick. He kicks a line drive down the middle. It's going to be caught about the 10-yard line. That's 27 cutting back. He cuts to the midfield, and he's about the 30-yard line, 32-yard line. That was Jason Smith on the return. Nice return.
Jason made some nice moves in there and picked up a few extra yards to give the Deer Park offense pretty good field position. A lot of Indian Hill tacklers in on the play. Number 18.
Brandon Davis is in there.
Alex
Special
Cole
teams.
was in there. Brandon Davis made a nice play.
Surprised we didn't see a little bit of Brandon running the ball tonight. Not much, but 1 or 2 plays. All right, here we go. First down and 10 yards on the 32-yard line. Deer Park's ball, their own 32.
Chip, you have to excuse me, but what's that stuff coming out of the sky? We haven't really seen much of that this year.
I think it looks like wet mud. We're getting the entire September's month rain in one night here.
Boom!
Oh, there's a hold also. It's a split around the right side. Nice fake. I think I hope we got a hold here. I hope it's not a face mask.
I think it's against the Deer Park.
I do too. It looked like you threw it right in there. Yep, it's on Deer Park. That's a biggie. That helps. We've got some rain coming down, Elmer.
Yeah, we do.
That's big 10 yards. That'll knock them back to 22.
And that's the play, though, they've had a lot of success with. They fake into the line. They really hold our linebackers, and they pitch to the outside, and they've consistently got some yards on that play.
Well, their offense with Rutherford they look more polished than ours, quite honestly.
Well,
I mean, they really do that play action well, and nothing against Zummy and the boys, but Rutherford's doing a very good job there.
we really had a couple early drives, but
it's pouring. This may be called on account of showers. We've actually got rain coming down, folks. Nobody's leaving. They're just looking at it, wondering what it is. It's only been 2 months since it rained.
I don't know. the Indian Hill fans have been accused of being fair weather fans here. What do you think?
Well,
think they'll leave?
the exits are jammed. That's all I can say. Get them back up here to the press box. We're nice and warm up here, toasty dry.
Toasty dry.
Toasty dry. All right, 1st and 10 on the 20. 1st and 20 on the 20.
You know, the combatants are still out there playing.
That's right. Mono a mono. Rutherford back to pass. He's looking to his left. That's across the middle. And 36 makes a nice catch for about, he's all the way out to about, what, the 35-yard line.
Again, Rutherford standing back there, has all day to pass the ball, picks out a receiver, and delivers a nice pass.
You know what else is going to happen here? This rain, it's just enough. That field's going to start getting slippery.
It will get slippery, no question.
Because we've had such little rain, it's going to really just make the thing like ice out there. Big 74 Sam Werderman comes out of the game.
A little breather. He's, I think is it Todd Topics that's taken his place?
Yeah,
he's earned more playing time by just his efforts, especially on that JV team.
Yep,
he
27
destroyed the Reading players on JV last week.
All right, 2nd and 6. Rutherford long count. He hands a little counter play, and Brandon
Marlin stuffed it out and just buried the ball carrier.
I'll tell you, David Kariakis and Brandon Mulder were standing in the backfield. Nice for a 2-yard loss. We've got a player down. Looks like 27 for Deer Park. That's Jason Smith. He's had a nice night tonight. Hope he's not hurt. All of a sudden, we got a lot of friends up here in the press box. I mean, the famous Greg Schmidt is up here. Rain's coming down pretty well here. It's actually kind of nice. Cool things off a little bit. They're still tending to Jason Smith out there. Looks like a knee, unfortunately. Let's hope he's not hurt. He's up and he's actually jogging off the field. Looks like he might be all right. Yep. Banged up a little bit there. .3:16 left in the 3rd quarter. Braves up 17-7 over Deer Park. 3rd and 7. Ball's on the Deer Park 36-yard line. Big play here, and he gets some pressure on Rutherford. You would think it's a passing situation. Price in motion left. He does drop back straight down. Got a little pressure on him. Gets the ball away right across the middle. Throws a little in front of him.
Todd Topics was back there in the backfield. Ollie Kendall was blitzing from his linebacker position. A lot of red shirts pouring through the line on Rutherford, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, he had to get rid of that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. Andre Willis, he had good coverage on him.
Good coverage on the Braves. Brings up a 4th down play.
Hold on to the ball, guys. It's going to be slippery. Nice little snap it over his head here.
Johnny Perrin back in punt.
And Andre Willis.
Coverage.
Yep. Well, Cole probably spent himself running 100 yards. Yeah. That's why. Nice high floater.
Big high kick.
Back to about the 25-yard line. Andre drops the ball. He's down. Kojak grass is going to get wet, and he's down at about the 16-yard line.
A couple things happened there, Andre. The kicker outkicked our defenders. Andre tried to make an over the back pass or over the back catch. Just slipped out of his hands, and then he couldn't get going on the wet turf. So,
well, here's where we got to be careful because that ball is going to be slippery out there, and the last thing we need is a turnover down here or deep in our own territory.
Well, again, Chip, I'd like to see maybe Hewlin on that comeback pass. I'd like to see something a little bit more imaginative on our first. I'd like to see
maybe won't pass. I don't think we'll pass it.
Yeah.
I hope you're right, but I don't think we will. Yep, because our left side gets about 2 yards. I think that was Ollie. We need to mix this up a little bit. Rain's still coming down here. Oh, we got another Deer Park player down. This looks like one of their linemen, Elmer. I'll tell you, Steve's getting tough here. Just kicked everybody. Cleared the press box. He's tough. He has cleared the press box. Too much competition.
All right, while we have a timeout here, we'll reset the game. Indian Hill His lead has a 10-point lead with 2:36 left in the third quarter. Second down and 8. Ball's on the 19-yard line. Rain's still coming down in Tomahawk Stadium.
Let's see if we run it right at their right tackle. He's the replacement. We are going to roll. That's right up the middle. Very nice, David Moore.
David Moore gets the inside hand up right up the middle and takes it up. It looks like he's got first down yardage to me.
Quick opener, and I think he did. He got the first down. That's big, Elmer. Get the ball out from deep in our own territory.
David Moore has surprising ability as a running back. Every time he touches the ball, it seems like he bursts for that 10 or 15-yard gain.
And they haven't used him that much in the last couple games. Use him mostly as a blocking back. That's a big first down. Takes the ball out to the 27.
Good work on the interior line, opening that hole.
Right up to Bobby Schmidt up the gut. He might have a couple yards off the right side. That was David Moore, not Bobby Schmidt.
Again. Again, not a big gainer on first down. With second and it looks like about 7 or 8 yards to go.
Yeah, we're down to 1:44 in the third quarter. Rain's slacking up here, but that field is very slippery.
Comes out in the Braves I formation that we're utilizing this year. We got
Brown out wide right. Quick handoff up the middle. That's going to be David Moore again. He keeps those legs pumping. He's out about 2 yards shy of a first down, a yard shy of a first down.
That's 3 fullback dives in a row, and actually it's resulted in a very, very close to a first down.
Yep, we're about a yard short. Bring a 3rd and 1. Let's don't be predictable here.
Nick Hewlin comes back in with the play. Zummy got the play right from Kevin. Kevin Seipel calling the offensive signals in this game against Deer Park.
Yeah, we've got 2 wides right, Hammer and Hewlin. Schmidt and Ollie in the backfield. It's Zummy on a keeper.
Wow!
All right, Zummy goes for the first down. Nobody expected that one.
That was a good play.
Very nice play.
That was a good play. Zummy just took it right over our right guard. That's Sam Wardeman leading the way. That's a good person to follow if you want to get a first down.
Zummy had quick feet on that. A lot of times the quarterback does it. He takes a step back, and it takes time to develop. But boy, that ball got in his hands, and he went.
That was a very, very good call on a 3rd and short.
Very nice. First time Zummy's run the ball quarterback sneak this year that I can remember. All right, here we go. First and 10
Let's see if we can get
Braves.
something on first down here.
We're going to go off left tackle. Moore still
got
the ball. He's up. He's going to go. David Moore, he's got 1 man to beat. He's got 1 man to beat, and he's down to the 10, and he breaks the tackle.
David Moore
the touchdown.
all the way in for a touchdown.
Oh, that's big. David Moore, he broke 2 or 3 tackles off the left side.
60-yard touchdown jaunt for the fullback.
I'm telling you.
Looks like he was stood up at the line of scrimmage, kept those feet moving, and broke it for the big one.
Cut out to the left side, and nothing but green, well, kind of brown and green in front of him.
Brown and green?
Brown and green. Not much grass out there, but great run by David Moore. He goes about 60 yards for the score. Had 1 man to beat and pulled away from him at the 10-yard line. All right, Zach needs to hit this one for the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it's good. Very nice. Nice execution.
Well, Chip, 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Indian Hill up 23-7. 24-7, excuse me. We got a little rain out there, but there's lightning on the field.
Woo!
How about that? Cousineau and Moore.
Unbelievable.
Providing
is that a metaphor? I never do.
Providing the pyrotechnics for tonight's game.
I quit. I can't keep
and
up.
Moore.
I just can't keep up, Elmer. You are the man.
It's the golden tones.
I'm holding that for more money next year, I'm telling you. I have to put up with this every week. All right, that's great, Braves fans. We got 12 seconds to go. Elmer just hit me. You have liability coverage. Oh, here we go. Cheerleaders doing 24 push-ups. Let's count them off, girls. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure that breaks the game open because we got a whole quarter to go, but that gives us some breathing room.
Well, it changes Deer Park's strategy. I mean, they can't.
Yeah, they got to come out.
If they want to
winging
win this game, they can't grind it out on the ground. They have no success really on the ground all game.
This is the Braves' game to lose.
Right.
If they just execute, they should have this game put away. Need a good kick out of Zach here.
Zach walks up, gives
nice
a big
kick,
boot.
Down to about the 10-yard line. Price gets it, heading right up the middle. Cuts to his right. Got a little room. Brown gets him and lassos him down at about the 35-yard line, looks like. Nice return.
Mark Price found some room on the right side of his offensive or the kick return formation, and then he'll lost a little contain on that play, and he got pretty good field position.
Yeah, well, John Brown and Todd Topics took him down over there, so kept him from getting around the end, which is what you want to do. So they got the ball on the, looks like 40-yard line. Got out to 40-yard line. This will be the last play in the third quarter.
4 seconds left in the third quarter.
We need the defense to bring it to him here.
Johnny Perrin and is it Sean Adu out here?
Rutherford, straight handoff. He keeps the ball. Oh, there you go. He slipped again. That turf is wet. He tried to fake the belly play to the right side and sneak around the left, and the foot slipped out from under him. Nick Simon just nailed him.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter of play here at Tomahawk Stadium. Indian Hill score at the end of 3 stanzas is Indian Hill 24. The Deer Park Wildcats 7.
It's nice to be on a winning side here. Let's go, guys. Keep it up now.
Well, big plays have been the name of the game here so far for the Braves. I mean,
Absolutely.
we've had 3 scores. All have been long strikes. We had a wonderful pass and catch from Zummy Zanders to
Nick
Hewlin early in the first quarter. Put Indian Hill out to a nice 10-0 lead. We had this.
Oh, don't forget Zach's field goal. That's about 42-yarder.
Zach had a nice field goal that just snuck in on the inside of the left upright. We had probably the most exciting play we've had with the Braves this year is Cole Cousineau's. We get the official tally as a 94-yard interception return for a touchdown. I mean, the crowd was just screaming during the whole play.
Boy, that was pretty. That turned the game around. Big momentum change there.
And then here we have the fullback. I love fullbacks running the ball. David Moore getting that inside handoff, churning away till he finally just churned through all the Deer Park defenders.
All right, here we go. First and 10. Rolls to his left. He's got plenty of room and plenty of time. He's going to keep the ball, puts his head down, and he gets maybe 3 yards. So the Braves, about 3 Braves hit him there. We've got one of the Braves down.
That's Kiriakis on the ground.
No, it's not.
Is it? Or no, Kladakis.
John Kladakis.
Yeah.
Number 88.
That's Rutherford. He decided to keep the ball and put his head down against the wrong man because he ran smack dab into our tough middle linebacker, Bobby Schmidt. And
we've got 2 of them down, Elmer.
Is that right?
We got 2 down. I hope that's not Bobby over there. John Kladakis is the one that Terry Conti is looking at right now, but someone else they're getting up. That was Bobby. No, that's Nick Simon. But look, he's all right, I think. He just got shaken up a little bit. Yep, Nick's all right. Well, you know what that means when Rutherford tucks the ball away? That means we have good coverage downfield in the secondary because he didn't want to run that ball.
That's right. He can't be run the ball for 5 yards in a cloud of dust and expect to make up a 17-point deficit.
So let's hope John Kladakis is all right.
Well, Kladakis does a wonderful job at the inside of that defensive line. I mean, he's tough. He penetrates. He finds a way to get inside the defenders and wreak havoc in the back of the offensive backfield up there.
So. He does such a great job, Elmer. He's so small for that position. He's 5'9", 171 pounds, and he's going against these 220, 230 pounders. He does a great job.
Uses his speed, his quickness, and leverage to get in there and make some tackles.
Still down.
Stopped on the field.
Rain stopped here.
While we have a break here, I'd like to remind you that this game is being brought to you by the Indian Hill Television Network. We've got a whole new group of technicians down there in the booth. Clark Bryn is the producer director. We got
Cool Hand Luke.
Cool Hand Luke. His
40 egg Luke.
I think he's running the cameras and mixing he's the producer of this and mixing in bringing you all the pictures that you see on your television screen. You got Elmer Cole, doing the color. And Chip Hunter, the veteran. He's the
faking it up
wily
here.
veteran of
Absolutely faking it.
Indian Hill broadcasts. One of the pioneers of our Indian Hill television network.
Well, you know what the neat thing about this is? I mean, how many high schools have a public access television station like this? I mean, this is really great. The Boosters funded a lot of this. I know the Buskin family, when Steve Buskin was a senior last year, they contributed to the band. And it's just neat to have something kind of state-of-the-art, actually, for a high school.
Really provided a head start to some of these high school students, too. I mean, Stephen Buskin last year was the director of the of the television broadcasts we've had on the home games, and now he spent his summer working for ESPN.
Yeah, isn't that incredible?
One of the
did the golf tournaments, wasn't he?
He did golf for ESPN.
Oh, we don't know. They haven't told us. Hey guys in the truck, do we have any idea what time the games are going to be broadcast? Tonight or tomorrow or whenever? It's 7 o'clock a.m. or p.m. So in other words, we don't know. All right. Well, we'll pass that along, guys, that we have no idea. So for all you fans out there, just turn on that public access channel and stay up all night.
That's what I say. Turn on public access, watch it 24 hours a day.
24/7, baby. We'll be there sometime.
Flip between number 4, 24, 17, 18. And
in fact, if you got picture-in-picture, you can cut half the TVs down.
That's right.
But John Gladakis is still down. It's hard to tell from here, but I think they're working on a leg. And let's certainly hope it's nothing serious here.
No, Chip, I was just noticing out there that we have a good group of cheerleaders this year.
A new crop.
A new crop.
A lot of them.
And certainly a lot of them. I think the JV and the varsity cheerleaders are out cheering for the Braves tonight. They do a nice job.
Do a great job. We got 12 of them out there, and they do a real super job.
Don't like to see a stoppage like this for something as serious as a player down on the field, but Gladakis is sitting up on the field, and
they're working on it. Looks like his left leg, but I'm not certain. But that's a big concern. The longer they're out there.
Little rain kind of thinned the crowd a little bit here.
Cool things off a little bit.
Not like the game is over. 11:49 left in the.
We got a long way to go here.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a big stoppage like this. Well, John's up now. Let's see. He is walking. That's good news. Yeah,
he's walking off on his own
limping,
power.
but he's walking on his own power. That's good. That is a good sign. I think if there was an obvious break, they certainly wouldn't let him put any weight on it.
No. He's.
So he got hammered pretty good, and it looks like he's holding that knee stiff. That right knee looks like it might be a knee sprain or something. And let's certainly hope it's nothing serious and get John back next week.
Tough kid. He's done a great job for the Braves this year, and certainly has contributed to this 24-7.
Now let's see who we got in to replace him here. Todd Toppis is in there, number 27. Not sure we got anybody out there yet.
Just been reminded that John was a recipient of the first William R. Minturn Award. High compliment to John and his efforts. It's for courage and leadership.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
First
you
annual.
couldn't have picked a better player to receive that award in honor of Bill Minturn, one of the truly magnificent
Great
men
guy.
that
Great guy.
graced Indian Hill.
All right, third and 6 rather. Back to pass. Rutherford hands it off. Back. Oh, what a great play. We got a fumble on the ground.
No, he just
incomplete pass. How can that be a pass when he threw it under?
Well,
him?
it was a shovel pass forward.
You're right,
sure
shovel
was.
pass.
And it just popped out of his hand. So
that was going around the left side. They're trying to get it to
Mark
Price, and a little shovel pass out there. But I'll tell you, Nick Simon was standing in the backfield with him.
Actually, that was a break for Deer Park that they called that a pass.
Yeah, because that would have been
they lost about 7 yards on the play.
Yep. We've got Kuzno and number 5, Andre Willis, back for the punt.
Rutherford back.
He gets it off, gets a nice kick. And Kuzno does not call for a fair catch, and he's hit back at the 15 and going to be hammered there. Well, I think a fair catch would have been in order there.
Well, that's the second one
like you didn't
I've
fumble.
seen like that where Kuzno just takes the ball with players right in his face, and
he
just doesn't know the meaning of fair catch.
He did that in the Norwood game, too. Well, he hung on to the ball. That's the important thing. Braves are going to take over the 15-yard line, their own 15. We've got 11:16 left in this ball game, folks. 1st and 10 Braves.
Not the greatest field position for the Braves to start in, but
we got the ball.
You know, we got David Moore in there, who really carried the load on our last series and capped it off with a 60-yard burst.
There's a pitch out to Ollie Kendall around left side. He cuts it up, and he's through there. Oh, there he goes! Oh! Ollie was 1 man away. I'm telling you, he got about 11 yards and was ready to turn on the burners, and number 49 came across and it laid him out pretty good. Ollie got popped.
Well, Ollie got popped, and he gave up the ball, Chip. And it has gone over to Deer Park.
Didn't even see it. Big turnover.
You know, he got hit from the side. The ball popped out before he hit the ground, and Deer Park jumped on it.
Oh, man. Big turn of events here.
Yeah, big field position change, and Ollie had a beautiful run there, and just the ball just pops out.
Yeah,
so.
He was hammered from the his right side. Well, that's a heck of a gain for Deer Park here.
Big lift for Deer Park. 11 minutes and 8 seconds left. This game is not put away by any stretch of the imagination.
Come on, D.
Rutherford under center, calls it long time.
Long snap. Handoff up the fumble. And the Braves get it. Sam Waterman. All right. The Braves get it right back. I'll tell you, they missed the handoff completely.
I think that Big Sam.
He missed the handoff completely, and Rutherford spun around. The ball popped out of his hand, and Sam Waterman just pounced on it, the big cat.
Great play. I mean, somebody just wrestled. I am not really sure who got that fumble.
I don't think he ever got the ball. I thought
might
Sam
have been
got
Topics, might have been Sam Waterman, but
yeah, there were a couple in the pile there, but looked to me like
whoever
Sam.
it was just wrestled it away from Rutherford. Just wanted the ball more. I mean, that's the way you get a fumble.
But boy, that helps. 11:03 left, folks. 24-7 Braves. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 29-yard line of Indian Hill. Here's a fake pitch, and Zummy that keeps the ball. He's got some yardage. Zummy cuts it out to the right, fakes it, jumps over a man. He looked like Ann on that play. I've seen Ann jump like that once in a while.
Zummy Sanders, very athletic move. Faked the pitch. I'm not sure that's what he wanted to do, take off and run with the ball, but he faked the pitch and looked around, and there was a Deer Park defender right in his face. Made a little move to the left and took off through a hole and got a big gain out of it.
Well, the left corner blitzed on that.
We got a little replay here.
Yeah, watch the left corner.
Here we go, Zummy Zander taking off.
And that's how Zummy got out there so free, because the left corner blitzed and left that space wide open. Nice move by the Zummy. 1st and 10 Braves.
Did a little pirouette at the end of that play.
Yep. There's a handoff up the middle to Ollie. Fights for a hard 2 yards. You know, at this point, Elmer, just move the clock.
Right.
Good ball control football.
2 yards on 1st down. He's trying that off-tackle play right behind David Moore, and just got tripped up before he could really get going.
The Braves have started to loosen things up here a little bit. We've had 2 or 3 nice runs in this last 2 possessions.
I think this would be a nice place to maybe try. Well, here we got 2 receivers out here and 1 defender. I mean, this we need to take advantage of this situation.
Hewlin and Hammer, look at this. Oh, it's a handoff right up the middle. I mean, that's where you need to call the audible.
We had
Brandon Hammer and Nick Hewlin split wide left, and very wide left, and they had 1 defender for 2 of them.
I mean, I'm telling you that, I don't know, you got to recognize that as a quarterback, and if you ran Nick Hewlin off, Brandon Hammer would be sitting there all by himself.
Oh,
so that was
incredible. All right, so we got 3rd and looks like a long 8.
Yeah, you know, Deer Park right now is just stacked up. They know Indian Hill wants to run the ball, and they've stacked everybody up. They've got, you know, they've got 7, 8 men.
Yep. The linebackers are all literally a yard off the line of scrimmage.
Right.
There's a quick pass, long pass down the sideline, and it's intercepted by Deer Park. Yeah, that was an absolute dying quail.
Yeah.
I think a ball was wet and it slipped out of Zummy's hand, I would
I'm
guess.
not sure Zummy made up his mind who he's going to throw the ball to,
Yep.
because
Well, he looked up. The man he wanted to throw it to was either not open or wasn't looking.
yeah, I think he wanted to get it to Hammer and just double clutched, and by the time he got it to Hammer, it slipped out of his hand, and the Deer Park defender picked it off. So.
Yep. Luckily, he went down right away, so there's no return on the interception. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Deer Park on their own 38-yard line.
Best thing we can say about those 3 turnovers in a row, I mean, one by Deer Park, one by Indian Hill, and one back to Deer Park, is that we increased our field. We got better field position
Yep.
out of the whole deal.
That's true.
And time went off the clock.
Fumble again. Rutherford picks it up. He's met in the backfield. Brandon Molden. Ball is obviously wet. That's
Yeah.
the 2nd time in a row that Rutherford has not been able to get the snap or the handoff.
It's pretty obvious that none of these teams, I mean, we haven't seen rain all summer. Neither team has played with the ball with any kind of moisture on it. And
I think we should practice under the sprinklers in the soccer field. What do you think?
I don't know.
All right, we got 2nd, and it was a loss of 1 on the play, so 2nd and 11 from the 37.
Certainly it's not a football. It's a hot potato right now.
All right, defense, let's hold them here.
What the play resulted in a 2-yard loss for Rutherford.
Rutherford's back to pass, holds the ball up. He throws it out on the right flat, and it's going to be complete. Nice pass through it right over the top, in between the 2 defenders to number 36. That was George Shaner. That's going to be good for a 1st down.
You know, that was a very nice throw by Rutherford. He got it out here. He got some time. We put no pressure on him, and any time that we give Rutherford time to throw and
He'll
he can
execute.
step up and deliver the ball,
Yep.
he's delivered a very nice pass for the Deer Park receiver.
He can execute. Good ball player. Handoff right up the middle, number 4, and he's good for about 6 yards right up the middle. That's Boyce, A.J. Boyce. I got good news, Elmer. John Cladakis is up and walking around. Looks like he might have a mild sprain or something, but certainly doesn't look like it's anything serious.
John's a tough kid. It's going to take a lot more than
a broken leg to keep him out, right? No, he looks like he's in good shape. All right, we got 2nd and 5. Ball's on the 43 of the Braves.
Clock slips under the 8-minute mark. 7:48 left in this titanic struggle.
Wide out on each side, man in motion to the right. Back to pass again. He's got a little bit of pressure. Here it comes to Topics. He's going to be hit and dropped. Todd Topics fought off the defender and slipped around him from the left side and brings him down for about a 10-yard loss.
Well, there's a man that has game. I'm telling you, Topics has.
Todd Topics.
I can say this. Todd Topics has just fought his way through the defenders. I mean, last week on the JV, he was unblockable last week on the JV team, and the coaches, to their credit, have recognized the hard work that this man has done, and now he's paying it off on the big field on Friday night.
Well, not only are they giving him the opportunity, but he's using the opportunity.
Yeah, he really is.
He's stepping to the forefront. You know, another thing that was important there was obviously good coverage downfield, because Rutherford looked a couple times and just didn't have any place to go, and Topics caught him from behind.
And he really did that by himself, too.
Yep,
I mean, there was other players there, but he's the one that brought him down. That was an unassisted tackle.
He had the speed to catch him.
All right, Deer Park comes out. Now they've forced him into 3rd and 13. Big play here. You know he's going to be passing. There's an empty backfield, so we're going to have a lot of defenders out there to cover. The slot guys, I think, are going to stay in and block, although the
Straight back, here comes Topics again. It's over the middle. It is caught, but he's going to get about a 5-yard gain. So Ollie Kendall's right there to defend it, and it's going to be 4th down and about 7 yards. I think they go for it.
Well, you know, I think they have. They certainly are in 4-down territory.
Yeah,
here.
I mean, they have to.
There's no sense punting the ball. And here's Topics putting the pressure on him, and he got that ball to number 22. Number 22 for Deer Park is Jay Lampy. He's a big tight end, 6'4", 220.
Big
he's
guy.
quite a target out there for Rutherford.
This big play in the game here, Elmer. Stop here could really give it to the Braves.
Again, empty backfield for the Deer Park Wildcats. What was that?
Busted play.
Busted play. 4th down, busted play.
I mean, it's like he hiked it in Rutherford wasn't ready or something. He just stood there. So the Braves will take over. What a break that is. All right. I mean,
little hard to provide much color on that
well,
particular play.
Quite honestly, it's nice to see somebody else doing things like that. We had one of those, remember the Norwood game
Yeah,
where
we did.
they hiked the ball and just didn't know what happened. So
I
it's nice to
think
see
that,
go the other way.
Yeah, the center and the quarterback definitely were not on the same page.
Absolutely
there.
not.
And the rest of the team, I think he hiked it before the quarterback was ready.
Yep.
People were taking off, and Rutherford was just surprised to get the ball in his hand.
Yeah, and give the Braves credit. They jumped on it immediately. So jumped on him.
24-7, 6:43. I'm thinking we're running the ball and try to take some time off the clock.
Duh. There we go. It's the old end around. Around the right side. He's got 5 yards. He's out that about 8-yard gain. That's big number 30, Ben Mills.
Ben Mills, it's a tight end around. Ben Mills is, if I'm not sure.
He's senior. Yeah, he's his first year out, isn't it?
His first year out.
That's kind of neat.
He's done a good job at the tight end position for us this year. Little time, most of the time Matt Feigelson plays that position, but Ben Mills did a nice job.
Yeah, we got 9 yards out of it.
We
got 2nd and 1 here.
I'll tell you,
surely we're going to get a lead blocker here and just get this first down, eat some clock.
One thing, Ben Mills should have stayed in bounds and kept the clock running.
Yep. Ollie Kendall off the left side bulls his way for about 2-3 yards and a first down.
Nice run by Ollie Kendall to get that extra yard and get the first down.
That'll move the chains. Clock stopped at 6:31.
Well, Ben Mills, nice end around. Served up a long gain on first down, and Ollie Kendall finishes it off, and we get the first down.
Well, Ben gets most of the yardage in that first down series, and that's a big boost for the Braves
No
because
question.
it's not 3 and out. It's another series of downs we get. Need some more clock. Clock's rolling at 6:15. Back is Zummy. He's going to throw long down the field to Hammer, and it is out of his hands. Nice coverage on the play, but he looped the ball right over the defender and would have been a good catch.
Hammer was well covered on that play.
Yep.
There was really no room to get the ball in there. Could only get one hand up on it, and I'm not sure.
I'm kind of surprised we're going for a long pass like that.
A little bit, but, we could have. Obviously they were going to bring everybody. Obviously they were going to get a lot of people in the box, and Seipel decides to throw one up, and maybe we get a surprise touchdown.
Well, 2nd and 10. Braves controlling the ball here at 6:04 left. Zummy does the round to the left side. It's going to be Cole. Kuzno cuts it back to his right. He's got more yardage. Nice run, still on his feet, gets the first down. I'll tell you, Cole Kuzno came around from the right side to the left, and he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, kept dancing and dancing, and got a first down.
Cole Kuzno did that all on his own.
Absolutely.
I mean, he broke 3 tackles during that 11-yard jaunt and picks up the Braves first down.
Nice run.
Keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock moving, keeps Indian Hill in control of this football game.
That's a
5:45 left.
Big first down.
We could a couple more first downs and we could end this game right now. Let's see. Deer Park has all their timeouts left.
Zummy hands it right up the middle to David Moore. He pounds for 5 yards.
Good play on first down. Looks like we got some very good positive yards out of that play. Maybe 4, maybe 5 yards.
We're wearing Deer Park down. I mean, I think that they're emotionally getting a little spent here because they know the clock's ticking away. And I think our guys are fired up for trying to get their first win here. And I think the adrenaline's just a little more on our side here.
Well, I made the statement when the game started that this is Indian Hill, the start of Indian Hill's playoff season, and
Absolutely.
I think that we've come to play this game. Still made some mistakes that a good team shouldn't be making, but
David Moore up the middle. He's still pounding. He gets the first down. He's going to be very close to it. I think he's got it.
But the effort was there. I mean, early in the first quarter, we were knocking Deer Park off the ball. Our offensive line took over the game. Deer Park got a little momentum, and we made some mistakes. But, right now, we're controlling that line of scrimmage.
Well, the nice thing to see tonight, too, is into that second quarter, we were not looking good.
Right.
We're still at a 10-7 lead, but it was not pretty. And give these guys credit. They came out in the second half, and they've taken it to them. Some big plays.
Clock's still running, 4:26 left.
David was a yard short. Zummy on that keeper again. He's got the first down. Gets belted by a linebacker in the backfield, but not before he picks up about 3 yards. Good for another first down.
That is that's a great play. I mean, design play. We open a hole. We got Bagsby over there. That was Darren Bagsby, 6'3", 283-pound junior, and Darren just collapsed the line of scrimmage over there and provided a big hole for
he had a huge hole.
Yeah,
nobody
our
touched him for 2 or
quarterback.
3 yards. All you needed
Nick
was
Simon's over there. He's doing a good job. That's a sweet play.
one. Handoff Dolly on the right side. He's going to get up 2 or 3 hard yards. Clock keeps moving down to 3:52.
Yeah, Ollie has got the tough yards for the Braves this game.
Ollie and a Deer Park player mixing it up a little bit there, but no flag, no foul. A few words flying.
Second down, 3:38.
I think Ollie was probably asking him to church on Sunday.
You think so?
Yeah, that's Ollie.
If we get another first down here before we score, there will be very, very little time for Deer Park to do
They
anything.
burned one of their timeouts early, if I recall.
It looks like they have 3 over there, Chip.
Is that a 3? I knew these classes were no good.
David Moore, look, he's
Middle,
still
yeah,
on his
he's
feet.
Still going. I think he's got the first down again inside the 10. Yeah, that is a 3. You're right. First and goal, Braves.
David Moore, I'm telling you, he may get my game ball. This certainly is.
I didn't know they gave you a game ball to give away. Was it in the budget this year?
Well, it's those little plastic ones they throw away for free. He's had a tremendous game.
He has, I'll tell you.
Like I said, player of the game, I get my vote to David Moore, number 25. There he goes
David Moore again,
pounding
he's
up the middle.
Gets a tough 3 yards.
You know, very, very close. Cole Cousineau, he
game.
just he provided the lightning for this
Absolutely.
game. Certainly is a turnaround play, but David Moore has just provided inspiration. A 60-yard touchdown jaunt, big first downs.
Oh, big blocking back.
Big.
He's getting the yardage where they give it to him.
Yeah, I love fullbacks, and you know.
Well, since you insist, we'll give it to David Moore.
David Moore it is, bud.
It is David Moore, player of the game, number 25.
Player of the game, number 25.
Second 6 from the 6.
Cole.
Second goal.
Cole's a great player. He'll get a lot of other
Oh,
opportunities.
yeah, believe me, he had a great game. As did a lot of guys. Here's the end around again to Brandon Hammer. He cuts back, and he's going to get back about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
Keeps the clock going.
Boy, you're doing those wide plays when you're that close.
Yeah.
Clock's moving. We're under 2 minutes. But
As far as I'm
Elmer,
concerned.
looks like the Braves have racked up their first victory of the year.
Well, you know, it was a must-win situation, and all games right now are a must-win situation for
Absolutely.
the Braves. But, you know,
This is a big emotional lift.
certainly is a good lift, certainly gets us to our first win on the board, and certainly
Off.
sets up, you know, a couple nice games coming up here where we're going to be favored to win.
Off the schneid.
And hopefully we can take some momentum into the next game, next part of our season.
Pitch out to Kendall on the right side. He cuts it up, and Ollie is in for the touchdown, but we've got a hold. We've got holding in the backfield, and it's going to come back. That's a shame. Ollie cut that back, followed his blocking beautifully, but looks like we got caught for a hold.
Ollie Kendall made a nice run there. He really
Yeah.
followed his blocking well, and looked like we got just on the edge of our offensive formation there. Got a little.
The
somebody
lead
got their
blocker
hands
kicked out the defensive end beautifully, but unfortunately had to hold him to do it.
Doesn't look like Deer Park's going to prolong the pain anymore, and they're not going to use their timeouts on the defensive part of the ball anyway. So 1:23 left. Indian Hill Braves 24-7. We love the sound of that, so we'll say it over and over.
24-7. All right, Braves come out. It's third and goal on the 18-yard line. Hewlin split wide left. Little slant pattern here. Watch this. Boom, boom.
It's going to be a run.
Back to
it
pass. And he does tuck it down a run. Hewlin was not open. Zummy cuts it back. He's going to be dragged down about the 11-yard line. Well, they only had 2 players out. Brandon Hammer's out on the right side. Nick Hewlin did run the slant pattern, but he was covered very well, so Zummy wisely tucked it and ran.
Zummy showed some speed tonight. I mean, he's run a couple nice quarterback sneaks. He's, you know, made a move and sprinted out of the backfield on our last possession. And
Well, you'd run fast too if you had those big guys chasing you. No, you're right. Zummy's shown some real athletic ability tonight. It's nice to see.
So we got 4th down.
Yep, and 4th and goal. We're
And
going
11.
for it just to kill the clock here because we've got 44 seconds left. And we've got 3 wideouts. Ollie in motion to the right. Back to pass, rolling to his right, under a lot of pressure. Out to David Moore. Can he get in the end zone? He cuts back. He scores. There he is, player of the game, baby.
David.
Player of the game.
He just sealed it.
He heard you.
Second touchdown for David Moore. A little Kind of a short little screen back to the short side of the field. Zummy was under pressure, and he just lifted the ball up. David Moore gathered it in and got a block there to get him into the end zone.
You know,
So
give Zummy credit on that, Elmer. He really hung in there because it took time for that play to
Yeah, it did.
develop. And that guy hammered him the minute he got rid of the ball. So he hung in there well, got the little screen off to David Moore, runs it in from the 11-yard line.
we got a late Lyman's in there late on the
Kick by Mintern's a low snap. The kick is
it
up, and it is good.
Zach sneaks
All
it
right,
through and
sneak it.
he tacks on a 31st point, 31-7. Braves ahead.
Braves looking convincing here in the second half. Big plays have really done it for the Braves today.
21 unanswered second half points for the Braves. David Moore has a couple touchdowns. Cole Cousineau and his electrifying
Well, he had some neat play by younger players. Topics looked really great.
94-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Beautiful.
Todd Topic showed us what he could do this week. David Kiriakis had some big plays on the defensive side of the ball. Offensive line got some big holes. David Moore couldn't run through those people by himself, and offensive line did a wonderful job. Wardeman, Simon, our center, Pritz, Bagsby.
Pritz played a great game. Bagsby
collapsed
yep.
the outside line.
Brandon Molden.
Brandon Molden came up with a big game. Yeah, we had a lot of people that we can talk about.
We had 3 different tight ends run that end around today.
Zummy looked very steady at the quarterback
This is the best
position.
I've seen Zummy play.
His best
Yep,
game by
he
far.
looked real good. Zummy was real confident out there.
Zach Mintern, who kicks off, had a great game.
Little squibber on purpose here, and it's going to be down by number 36 at about the 30-yard line, 28-yard line. I'm curious why he didn't pick the ball up and run it, but we'll take it.
You know, the upbacks aren't put out there to run the ball, Chip.
He's a receiver.
They're
Or
upbacks for a reason.
He's a skilled position, number 36.
Who is 36 for the?
He's pronounced his name 2 or 3 times tonight.
That's
George Shaner. He's one of the ends.
Huh? George
He's
Shaner,
caught a few
5'11",
passes.
150.
All right, couple plays left here, 30 seconds. Rutherford back to pass. Molden's got a little pressure on, throws across the middle, right through the hands of number 22.
Looking for that tight end at number 22, Jay Lampy, 6'4", 220.
Now, Lampy's a big boy out there, big man, but he's had 2 passes tonight right in his hands.
I think that, yeah, he's a big target, and Rutherford likes to throw to him, but he's got to corral some of those balls.
Yep. So that took only 4 seconds off the clock. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball's in the 28-yard line. Obvious passing situation again. We
26 seconds left. 1 man in the backfield for the Deer Park
Rutherford
Wildcats.
straight back. He's got plenty of time. Throws across the middle,
Wow.
wide open again. There's that 36 guy that shouldn't have been catching the ball. That's Shaner.
Shaner makes a nice play.
I'll tell you, that's a 3rd or 4th pass he's caught tonight. He's got good hands.
Yeah, David Kiriakis made a nice play on him too. He's dropping from his linebacker position. Shaner got behind him,
Little post pattern,
but
right
he
in the
really
seam.
caught up quickly and made a tough, hard tackle on Shaner.
16 seconds to go.
Clock's
Rutherford
still
back
going.
again. Plenty of time. Here's Molden. He
Brandon
gets him in the
Molden.
back foot.
Boom.
I'll tell you,
Boom.
that is just a